Yeah, it's case number 308 on the calendar in the matter of Dew versus Dew. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated, ladies.
Mr. Dew, this is your former wife and this is your mother, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And according to the complaint that I read, you were in an automobile accident?
A dirt bike accident last year.
Dirt bike.
Yeah.
And you were severely injured.
Yeah.
After you were injured, you went to live in your mother's home.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Now I'm 21 now.
It is your complaint and your father's complaint that your mother received certain government disability checks for you.
Yes.
And it is your complaint and your father's complaint that she didn't use those checks for your benefit.
No, she didn't.
So you want the money back from her.
Yes, I do.
When did you go to live with your mother?
I went in December when I came from the hospital.
December 1st.
December 1st.
And where had you been living before that?
With my dad.
After the hospital, why didn't you go back to your father?
My dad works a lot, and I needed constant care, so I couldn't stand up and walk yet. So
you needed somebody to take care of you?
yeah, because I couldn't go back. I wear a diaper because I couldn't walk, stand up to go to the bathroom.
So you needed somebody to take
Yeah.
full-time care of you?
I need a contractor here. I need a 24-hour caregiver every day.
And when did you leave your mother's house?
And like June 8th or June 10th.
So you stayed with your mother for 6 months?
Yeah.
Mrs. Dew, when did you start receiving checks for your son?
November, we received a $50 check. While he was in the hospital, Social Security doesn't give you but $50.
And when was the next check that you got?
In December,
In what amount?
$1,500.
Who was taking care of him in December?
I was, 24 hours a day.
Did you have any nursing care for him?
No, I took time off of work.
These your two daughters?
Yes.
Did they live at home with you?
Yes.
These are your sisters?
Yes.
Did they also help take care of you?
A little bit, yes. Just a little bit, though.
And what about in January?
I took care of him until I returned back to work with January 7th, and then I paid a babysitter to come in.
And how much did you pay her?
$200 a week.
Okay. And how long did that last?
Till the middle of April, when he started becoming violent, she just said she couldn't do it anymore.
What did you do in April?
Well, she stayed with me until actually the 1st of May, but in April she had told me she couldn't do it anymore.
Yes.
Can we say that?
Yeah.
I was in high school with my senior year, and I was taking time out of school to take care of him because he'd call me at school and have me come home.
This was in April?
All through December, throughout the whole time, I would leave school, and my counselor said you can call him and he'll tell you.
It started when that you
In
were going
December, I was getting phone calls during my classes and having to leave my classes to help my mom go take care of him or going and getting her diapers because she had ran out of diapers and she couldn't leave him at home by himself.
Okay. What did you do in May?
By May, he was doing pretty well. He could stay 4 hours, that he would be by himself. But aside from that, somebody else would be with him. Either I could be with him or my daughters would be with him.
Okay. Now, you got $1,500 a month in December. Did that amount remain the same until he left?
No. That was the only big check that I got. After that, I received $756 a month.
$756 a month?
Right, for January. And then in February, we started receiving $856 a month.
Okay. And did that continue?
And we got that until May 1st. May 1st, we didn't get a check.
Did you get a check for May eventually?
No. In May is when we were cut off. They sent us a check for $139 and said that I had not filled out some paperwork correctly. We had been battling between disability and Social Security from the time that I signed him up because apparently in the state of California, you're supposed to exhaust disability before you get Social Security.
Okay.
I would have no way of knowing that. I'd never been through this
Fine.
before.
All right. Now, Mr. Dew,
Yes.
why don't you sit down?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think your former wife owes you?
It's not what she owes me, it's what she owes him.
What do you think she owes him?
I think she owes him $4,899.86.
Based on what?
Because she drew Social Security and disability at the same time. Do you want it? And he has hospital bills that were never paid.
She can't pay the hospital bills out of what they sent her?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? If she's receiving $856 a month for the month of February, and in January she received $756 a month, that doesn't cover the expenses for your son, sir. That's not supposed, I'm speaking, that's not supposed to cover his hospital bills. That's supposed to cover his care.
Okay, I understand that. She collected the $800.56 at the same time collecting disability at the same time for the same months. She collected Social Security.
Just a second. Your former wife says that in the month of December, she received the check for $1,500 for the month of December. The month of January, she received $756. In the month of February, she received $856. And according to her, she then received the same $856 for March and April, $856. Do you have any information to the contrary, Mr.
Yes.
Dew?
Disability.
Sure. Tell me what she received for him, according to your records. Tell me what she received in December.
In December, she received $666 from 12/15 to 12/20.
No, the whole month of December, she says she got $1,500. You have any information to the contrary?
That's the two added together. He gets paid every 2 weeks.
That's what I'm saying. She received $1,500 in December.
In December. Plus
That's
she received from Social Security $836.
In the month of December?
In the month of December.
Oh, let me see.
There you go.
Your Honor,
Disability.
I never received disability, ever. I never got a check from disability, only Social Security.
Just a second.
Those are payouts.
Hold on a second.
Show me the check.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
How many times did you go over there a day to take care of him? How many times did you do that? Not once.
Never.
I guarantee you, not once.
And later today,
How many bills did she pay for you?
About $800 worth.
Well, both you and your wife work. Why would you allow anybody to pay bills for you?
Shane Dew says ex-wife Michael Dew owes for the return of disability money meant for their son.
When did he come to live with you?
December 1st
Of 06.
of 06.
Just a second. Mr. Dew, according to this letter, that your state disability of $1,332 beginning October of 2006,
That's right.
when your son says he was living with you, caused you to be overpaid by SSI.
No, ma'am. He was in a hospital.
Oh, listen to me.
I know.
Listen to me.
I'm trying
Just
to-
listen to me carefully, sir.
Okay.
According to your son, he lived with you until he went home with his mother. His mother says, I never got a check for $1,332.
No, never.
That's what his mother says. Now, if he lived with you, which is what he says, there was no reason for, in October, them to send any check to her at her address.
Okay.
So listen to me carefully,
Okay.
Mr. Dew, unless you have a canceled check
Thank you.
by her with her endorsement from October, you don't ascribe that to her. He didn't live with her in October. He lived with you.
Excuse me. Can I say something now?
Sure.
In October, he was in a hospital. He's in a hospital
Listen
for
to
3
me.
months.
You're not following me, sir. When he entered the hospital, whose address did he give when you signed him into the hospital?
I didn't sign him in. I went to the hospital, but he did live with me.
Then your address would be on there when he went to the hospital in September. So any check that he would be getting would automatically not go to his mother's address in October, because that's an October overpayment.
Right.
It would go to someplace else.
Right.
I'm not ascribing that to you, but it certainly didn't go to her.
Right.
Certainly, no question. And unless, Mr. Dew, unless you have a canceled check with his mother's name on it, having received this money in October, you can't claim that she got it.
Judge, how am I supposed to have a canceled check? She filled out his disability
You get it
forms.
from Social Security, sir.
I went to Social Security.
You get the canceled check from Social Security.
They wouldn't give me the canceled check.
Well, that's not my problem.
Okay.
What I find absolutely outrageous, quite frankly, Mr. Dew, on your part, and I see that your son may be a little challenged, is that when your son was released from the hospital, and clearly he still suffers the effects of his accident.
Yes, Your Honor.
There's no question he was an infant when he went
Yes.
home. Your former wife and his mother and his two sisters took care of him, ministered to him, changed his diapers,
Yes, ma'am.
fed him, took care of him, got babysitters to take care of him, gave up their life for 6 months when he was
Yes,
totally
ma'am.
incapacitated. And you have, the fact that your son may be challenged is something that should not be visited on your ex-wife or your two daughters. These are your daughters, aren't they?
Yes, ma'am, they are.
They shouldn't be visited on your ex-wife or your two daughters. Put your hand down. Should not be. So if your son has a problem, what you should try to do is speak to him, because $856 a month doesn't cover the responsibility that they undertook for your son, who was not a minor anymore. She took him in because she loved him. She gave up her job for a month. She rearranged children's work schedule so that he would be covered at all times?
Yes,
How
ma'am,
many
I did.
times did you go over there a day to take care of him?
I went over
Your
there.
Honor.
How many times a day? Shh. How many times a day, Mr. Dew, did you go over and say to your ex-wife, listen, I'm going to spell you for a weekend. I'm going to come over and stay with him for the weekend so that you and the girls can go away because 6 months is a long time. How many times did you do that?
I was going over there every night. I did take him to my house. He will tell you
I
himself.
asked you a question. How many times did you say to your ex-wife and your daughters who were involved in his ongoing care for 6 months, listen, it's a real challenge for you. I'm going to come over so that all of you can take a couple of days, and I'm going to take care of him. And I'm asking you, sir, how many times did you do that? Not
Never.
once.
Never.
I guarantee you, not once.
Not once.
Did you do that? Did you go over and say to your wife and your 2 daughters who
Nope.
are standing right here, you go away for the weekend, I'm going to take charge. Not go over for a visit.
Nope. Never.
So then you have the audacity to sue her and claim that she neglected him. That's outrageous. Put your hand down, sir. Put your hand down. He may be challenged, but you're not. Your case is dismissed. That's all.
Thank you, Your
Out.
Honor.
Ladies are excused. You may step out.
What happened to my son is very unfortunate,
He can't understand for himself. He doesn't think for himself.
and it took its toll on our family.
He just knows what everybody tells him.
I changed my whole life for him
It just hurts to know that he can't know better.
and took care of him and did what a mom should do.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter, Carrington versus Coelho. Step forward, please.
25-year-old Dina Carrington is suing her former friends, Jennifer and Daniel Coelho, for an unpaid loan to pay their bills. The defendants claim Dina insisted they take the money.
How old are you, Mr. Coelho?
26.
And you?
25.
How long have you been married?
2 years.
You have children?
No, ma'am.
You work?
Yes, ma'am.
For whom?
Allen Properties.
What do you do?
I'm a admin assistant.
How long have you worked for them?
8 months now.
Before that, where did you work?
ST Pacific.
And what about you, Mr. Coelho?
I work at House of Batteries.
What do you do?
I'm a shipping and receiving clerk.
How long have you worked there?
3 years.
How do you know the plaintiff?
I was a co-worker / friends with their husband.
And he passed away when?
January 5th, 2007.
Of what?
Heart failure.
Do you know? What did he pass away from?
I'd prefer not to discuss it. Thank you.
And according to you, Miss Carrington, when he passed away, you continued the friendship with the
Yes, I did.
defendants, and according to you, made a loan to them
Yes, I did.
because they came into some financially troublesome times.
That's true.
Asked you to sort of help them out in creating a budget for them,
Correct.
and they had gotten behind in some bills. You made a loan to them. You were friends.
Correct.
They didn't pay you back.
Correct.
Coelho say that you made these payments on your own. There was never an agreement to pay you back for these bills that you paid for them because it was a gift.
That's incorrect.
How many bills did she pay for you?
About $800 worth, approximately.
Well, both you and your wife work. Why would you allow anybody to pay bills for you?
It wasn't supposed to be paid. The whole agreement was that we were going to make a budget. So then we gave usernames and passwords so she could go online and check balances to our existing accounts.
Why did you need Miss Carrington to help you make a budget?
She works at a bank. I figured that she, if anybody, should be able to make a budget better than most people. So we asked her to help us make a budget.
Well, did she help you make a budget?
No.
No.
That's incorrect.
Did she help you make a budget? A budget
No,
is
ma'am.
not going online and looking to see where you're spending money. Budget is you sat around the table, you said, this is what I earn. What did you tell her you earned?
She never asked us.
Well, that's not making a budget. Budget, you start with, what do I have to spend? And then you say, what do I need to spend it on? That's making a budget. That's simplistic. So the first question, if somebody was making a budget for you, you would have ascertained how much you earn, because that would set the parameters of your budget. Doesn't that sound logical to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
So I gave her usernames and passwords so she could go online and check out the balances on the existing accounts, to give some kind of direction here. In the meantime, I was outside smoking periodically, doing things around the house, So was Jennifer, if I'm not mistaken. When it was all said and done, then she decided to tell us that instead of getting the balances, she just decided to pay approximately $800 worth of bills.
And what did you say to her?
We asked her several times, how does she want to be repaid? And she said, don't worry about it. She doesn't want to be repaid. Just as long as we get financially caught up, that's what matters. She doesn't want to be repaid.
That's incorrect. We actually did make a budget. They have the grid on the computer with their monthly bills, their income, and I told them exactly what bills to pay with what paychecks, and I did it all the way for the next month in advance. And Daniel had actually gone to sleep and wasn't in the room, and Jennifer was sitting next to me the entire time we were doing it. So she wasn't not there. She was there the entire time, and she started crying and said that she didn't know how to pay me back, and I told her not to worry about it right now, though they can pay me when they get their settlement from their lawsuit. She said that she would, and then when the conversation continued to go.
Got it. What lawsuit did you have?
My husband was hit by a car walking across the street.
Was that lawsuit settled?
No, ma'am.
What stage is it in?
It's undetermined right now.
When was it that you were hit by a car?
February 28th of 2006.
Were you hospitalized?
Briefly.
How briefly?
One day.
So you agreed to wait, Miss Carrington, until they got their money from their settlement?
That's correct.
They didn't get money from a settlement?
No, they didn't, but they also stopped talking to me for over a month.
Well, that may be, Miss Carrington, but let me explain the contract that if I believe you, and I tend to believe you, because I tend to believe people who are good-natured as opposed to people who can't get themselves arrested. You made an agreement with them that you would cover these bills and that they could pay you back, and the condition of paying you back was them getting a settlement.
Correct.
What is the name of your attorney?
John.
Spell the last name. Fine. What's his phone number?
Area code 213-6.
We will prepare an order, Mr. Coelho, directed to your attorney that should this matter either be resolved by way of a judgment or settlement, the first $800 after he takes his fee goes to the plaintiff, right? Perfect. Do you understand that was your contract?
I do, ma'am.
That was your contract. You are absolutely entitled to your money back if this lawsuit settles. So I will prepare that order.
Okay.
And I will sign it, give you a copy. You could give it to Mr. if that is in fact his name.
Okay.
And Mr. will have to advise you or me when this matter settles.
Okay.
Because the first $800 is yours.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank
what?
Just out of curiosity, the whole settlement thing never got brought up.
I believe it did. I believe you were sleeping. And I believe your wife didn't say anything to you.
Okay, that's fine.
So?
That's fine. But it never got brought up. That's what I'm telling you.
What do you mean
It got brought up after the fact, ma'am, before we came here.
She was asked several times how we should pay her back. And all those several times, she said that she didn't want to be paid back.
Mr. Coelho, let me ask you, do you think you're invoking any sympathy with me? These were your bills.
Well, she never asked us to pay them.
These were your bills. Your bills.
I never asked for the money,
These
though, ma'am.
were your bills.
Understand.
One way or another, those bills, I assume, unless you're deadbeats, and both of you work, so I assume you're not deadbeats, we're going to pay your bills. You're not out any money that you wouldn't be out anyway. Those were your responsibilities to take care of.
Right.
Do you understand? Stop sniveling. Now, has the lawsuit been settled?
No.
Good. And that's the order. Thank you very much. That's all.
Bodies are excused.
27-year-old child care provider Summer Oliver is suing her former employer, 27-year-old Jamie DiMarino, for unpaid wages.
Order. All rise. Now, this is case number 13 on the calendar in the matter of Oliver versus DiMarino.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Judge. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated. Ma'am, have a seat, please.
Miss Oliver, it is your claim that the defendant owes you some money for babysitting services, and the defendant says you've been paid. She's counterclaiming because she says because you were such an inefficient sitter, she lost money. When did you start babysitting for a child or children?
2 children. We had an interview on the 5th of January, and then she started the 8th of January.
And how did you find her?
My father had given me her number because she was running a local ad in one of the papers for daycare. So
how old are your children?
I have a son that will be 3 in a couple months, and my daughter just turned 6.
All right, January 8th is when she started, and what was the financial arrangement?
Anywhere from $150 to $170 a week.
Now, the first week that you babysat, did she pay you?
Yes.
And the second week?
Yes.
So we're talking about 1 full week of $150 that you claim she didn't pay you for.
The last week of her 2 weeks' notice.
What do you mean the last week of her 2 weeks' notice?
She gave 2 weeks' notice. She paid the first week, and she didn't pay the last week.
What days did she bring the children to you during that second week?
The last week, Monday, she brought both her children. Tuesday, she called me and she said that she had been out drinking the night before and she was hungover, so she would not be bringing her children Tuesday.
That's Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not true.
Wednesday, she brought both her children. Her little son had a terrible diaper rash, and he had diarrhea at my house that day. I called her to come pick her son up because he was ill. I actually had to take him upstairs and bathe him because he had defecated all over himself and all down my carpet.
Okay, go ahead.
The next day, Thursday, she brought him. He had defecated in his pants.
So he was soiled again?
Yes, he was.
What about her daughter?
Her daughter had diarrhea that morning, but she went to school.
Well, she's 6.
Yes.
Just a second. But she was there at your facility, at your home?
Yes.
The daughter until she went to school?
Correct.
Okay. And Friday?
Thursday, when she came to pick up her son, I called her and said, he cannot stay here. He is ill. I have got to put my other children in high chairs and fasten them in, and I have to take care of him. And it's dangerous. It's not respectful to my other kids or for me. And I said, you need to pick him up. And she became very angry, saying he was not ill, and she tried to pass it off.
Okay. Ms. DiMarino, why did you give your 2 weeks' notice?
It's because I noticed that the level of care wasn't necessarily where it needed to be. The week right before I gave my 2 week notice, my son had his hand slammed in the door. He was unable to use his hand for a couple of weeks. His fingernails, in turn, fell off. I was never notified. I was never called. The first time I found out about this was when I arrived at her house. Now, my children seem to like her. However, she did not work well for me. Sometimes my job demands that I stay later. I can unfortunately never count on her to do so. I realized I'd made a bad mistake, and my previous child care provider had been in Egypt on vacation for over a month, so I decided to go back. I gave her my 2 week notice.
When you gave her your 2 week notice, the first week your children went to her home?
Yes, ma'am.
Every day?
No, ma'am. She went to the funeral that week. That was complete oversight on my part, and I paid her for the full week.
Did you go to a funeral that week?
Yes, ma'am.
What day did you go to a funeral?
Tuesday.
Were you available to babysit?
I was not.
Were you paid?
I was. And everybody else paid the full
I don't care what everybody else did. Everybody else is not suing.
Well, I gave her credit of $120. The 3 days, I've added a $10 late fee as per our agreement that we had.
Just a second. It's not a late fee. There is a dispute as to whether or not you're entitled to be paid. So forget the late fee.
Ma'am, she signed an agreement with me that she would pay a late fee.
Listen to me very carefully, because there is a dispute, which is why you are here. Do you understand? I want you to forget late fee. That's not happening.
She signed a contract that
Listen
said
to me.
that she would pay.
Listen to me.
Regardless if her children were ill.
I want you to pay careful attention to me. Anywhere in your contract does it say if you are unavailable to babysit, you get paid anyway?
No, ma'am.
So that some things are not covered by a contract. Is that right?
Right, but others
When
are.
there is a dispute as to whether or not you are entitled to payment, that falls outside the contract, just as the fact that you had a funeral to attend and you couldn't get anybody else to cover for you because your job is very personal in nature.
Correct.
So when you can't babysit for people whose jobs depend upon you doing your job, very often they lose their wages from their job. Correct? Do you understand? Yes. That's why sometimes contracts don't cover every eventuality. You are not entitled to be paid for the day you took off.
I'm not asking for that.
But you were paid.
That's why I gave her credit the next week.
But you were paid. Well, if you gave her credit the next week, let us assume that you're entitled to $150 for the week. That would mean that you are really only entitled to $120.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're suing her for $150. So now we're down to $120. Now, you explain to me why you don't feel as if your children went there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yes, ma'am. They were not there Tuesday because I had some prior arrangements.
That has nothing to do with her.
Absolutely.
That has no. You have to pay her for that.
I had every intention upon paying her. Had my son came back being said that he was sick, which is what I told Miss Oliver On Thursday, when she called me and said, you are aware you do owe me $120, and if you do not pay me by Friday at midnight, I will start adding $10 late fee. I said, that's fine, you're entitled to do whatever you need to do. However, my son will be at the doctor's at 4:30 today. If he is given a clean bill of health, I will not pay you a dime. If it is said that he was sick, I will pay you. My son was taken to the doctor. He wasn't sick. There was nothing wrong with him. She's the only person...
Show me the doctor's letter.
Yes, ma'am. My doctor is semi-retired, so all I could get was their notes. He won't be back until Thursday. State of Virginia will not release the records to you.
Well, then that's not particularly helpful.
I know it's not. It's the best I could do because Dr. only comes in a couple times a month. However, I have a statement from my sitter.
I don't need a statement. I don't read statements
She's
from
giving
you. I
birth in 2
don't
weeks.
read statements from your sitter.
She can't.
I don't read statements from your sitter.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, sometimes when a child has an upset stomach, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're sick.
Yes, ma'am.
But sometimes it does. And sometimes, if a daycare provider believes that the other children in her care are at risk,
yes, ma'am,
then the prudent thing for her to do is to say, listen, I don't want to risk the other children's health here. So, but there is no question that you owe her $120.
Even for the fact that I paid a separate daycare provider for that whole entire week, and she kept my children for 3 hours.
Listen, if for some reason you were unhappy...
I was.
You should have done what every reasonable parent does, which is not send your children at all. If you questioned her ability to care for your children.
According to this, I would have been liable.
What?
According to her contract, I would have been liable.
Are you kidding me or what?
That's what it says.
No, are you kidding me or what?
I
mean, you're telling me that you question her ability to care for your children, but according to the contract, you'd be liable to pay for them anyway, so...
I would, unless without 2 weeks. Yes, ma'am.
Let me ask you this question. You take your children to an amusement park.
Yes, ma'am.
And you buy your ticket.
Yes, ma'am.
And after you buy your ticket, somebody in the amusement park says to you, you know, I heard that yesterday 4 children were killed on that ride that you're going on. Now, you got your ticket in your hand. What do?
You don't go.
You don't, just a second. You don't go. You take your ticket, you throw it in the garbage because you're a mother, and you say, I'm not taking any chances. I don't care if I lose the $1.50 or the $3 or the $6 on the ticket. I'm not risking my children on a ride that could be dangerous. So if you question the ability of a daycare provider to provide for your children, irrespective of whether you owe them the money, you don't take them.
Which is why they didn't come back.
Just as you don't take them. You don't say, I'm liable to pay. Hey, I'm liable to pay the money, which is why I sent them. Now, that's what you just said to me. You said you sent them because you were liable to pay
and
anyway.
There was no immediate danger, except for the fact that when she said there was something wrong with my son, nobody else observed this except for her.
Oh, I don't believe that that's true. Miss DiMarino, Miss DiMarino, I don't believe that she sent your son home with you and called you when she felt as if the child had an upset stomach, had a bad stomach. Could have been a virus, could not have been a virus, whatever. My sense is that she sent him home as much because it was a pain in the neck for her as anything else, because she says she had other children to take care of, and she was devoting all of her time to take care of your son and cleaning her carpet, which was irritating to her. Well, that's unfortunate. That's what you have to do when you take care of little babies. That's what you get paid for. In any event, you owe her $120. It was a bad experience. You got to pay her. Stop being a crybaby. If you didn't take your children there at all, and you said to me the last week, look, I felt my children were at risk at her house,
wow,
and therefore I'm not taking them, and you didn't take them, I might have had a little sympathy for you. But you took them. I have zero. You owe her $120. That's all.
Thank you.
Your countersuit is dismissed. It's nonsense. Your countersuit for your lost wages when she couldn't take care of your child, it's nonsense.
It wasn't for that.
Yes, it was.
No, ma'am, it was for the fact of, it wasn't for when she couldn't take care of my children. My countersuit was for when I had to miss a whole day of work because it was President's Day. She forgot to inform me she would not be taking care of my children. It was President's Day. I showed up with my children in tow, and I missed a whole entire day of work.
Which day was that?
It was President's Day.
February 19th.
February 9th. Is that in your contract?
It is. I take off all state holidays.
Is it in the contract?
Yes, it is.
Show me. That's all. Just has to be in the contract.
That I take off all state holidays, and if she did not know what state holidays were...
Just show me. State holidays are observed, and I will generally not be providing care on those days.
Correct.
However, if needed, it can be arranged for an additional $40 a day.
She did not ask me to.
Just a second. Why?
Because those are the days my husband has off, and that's when we spend family time together. I do not take a vacation during the year like a lot of other daycare providers do.
Please ask for a list of state-observed holidays. Did you ask for that list?
I didn't need. I knew.
Did you ask for that list?
No, ma'am. I have a calendar.
So you know it was state holiday.
I did, and I thought I had arranged
No,
that
she did
day
not.
until I showed up and she answered the door in her pajamas 15 minutes later.
Just a second. What do you mean you thought you had arranged for her to take
Because
care?
I said I needed to work. I was aware that it was President's Day, so was she. I said I have to work on Monday. She answered the door in her pajamas and said, well, I'm not keeping any of my other children today, so I will not be keeping yours either.
Yeah, no, you don't got it. When did you arrange to have her babysit that day on the state holiday?
The prior week.
The prior week.
Yes,
did
ma'am.
She did not.
No, she made that up. Just
No.
she was going. That's
No.
all. You counterclaims dismissed. That's nonsense.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Not. Called me repeatedly. She harassed me at work
I had a lot of problems with her actually.
and said that I had to pay her.
Called Child Protective Services on her a few times.
Well, she got lucky. She got it.
I will be a lot more picky in choosing parents in the future.
When you have a dog that's yours, it's with you 24/7. You don't do that. That's not fair to the dog. I don't care about you. You are irrelevant.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Garcia Blanks versus Carey. Step forward.
Ronnie Garcia and Anthony Blanks are suing Anthony's cousin, Cassandra Carey, for a stolen car stereo and for the return of their pit bull, Coco.
This is your cousin, is that right?
Yes.
And your name is?
Anthony Blanks,
This is your wife,
my girlfriend.
girlfriend, and you live together.
Yes.
And your cousin was living with you.
Yes.
Does your claim that she borrowed your car with your permission, and while she had your car, the stereo and amps and whatever was stolen out of the car, you believe she should be responsible for that?
Yes.
And also, when she left, without notice to you, she left and she took one of your dogs.
Yes.
Ms. Carey says that she took the car to school and the car was broken into and the stereo taken. It's really not her fault. It was a criminal matter. And that the dog was hers. Let's deal with the easy stuff first. Let's deal with the dog first. When was this dog purchased?
June of 06.
Who went to purchase the dog?
All three of us.
How many dogs were purchased?
2.
How many had you intended to purchase?
1.
Why did you purchase 2?
I couldn't decide which one I wanted.
Why do you think that Miss Carey would believe that the one that she took with her was her dog?
I have no idea.
Well, why don't you tell me?
June being right before my 21st birthday of 06, I fell in love with the dog the moment I saw her when we arrived at the home. And I wanted the dog. It was stated there at the woman's house that it would be an early birthday present, and I was to help with the other dog that we purchased along with the dogs that were already at the house prior to the purchase.
Mr. Blanks, was your niece living with you?
No, she was there off and on the weekend. Actually, for the day of her birthday, she was in Vegas or Reno. I don't remember. I can't recall which one.
You mean after August?
Yeah, she was back with her mother.
Where was the dog?
At my home, at mine and my girlfriend's home.
Okay. Were you living with your mother?
I was back and forth between the two, yes.
And when you went to your mother, where was the dog?
At their house.
When did you take the dog?
On March 27th.
You returned the dog within 5 days. Do you understand?
I'm not giving that dog
Oh,
back.
yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are. Listen, if I felt as if it was your dog, there's no question that dog would be with you. But when you have a dog that's yours, it's with you 24/7. Not when you go back to your mother, you leave the dog with them, they take care of the dog, then you come back, then you go to your mother, and then you come back, and the dog stays with them. You don't do that. That's not fair to the dog. I don't care about you. You are irrelevant. Now, the dog has a companion, and this was the dog's home. And just because you may have been moving and said, well, now I'm going to take my dog, the dog was living in a perfectly comfortable place for a year. You can't uproot an animal like that. Go buy yourself a new dog.
When I tried to take the dog, when I moved out initially the first time, I wasn't allowed to. And
Then sue them. Then what you do is go to court. You were over 21. Take them to court and say, you have my dog, I want to take my dog. But instead you came back and forth and lived with them, and then you didn't live with them. You also borrowed their car, right? So you weren't angry with them. You have to return the dog to them. It's their dog. Go buy yourself another one. Do you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, I'm cutting an order, so they will come with a marshal to take the dog. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Good. You know where she lives?
No.
Oh, I'll find out. Where do you live?
I'm between residents right now.
Where's the dog? Don't look over there. Where is the dog?
She's at my boyfriend's house.
Where is your boyfriend?
He's here.
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 Well, who's taking care of the dog now?
We paid someone to babysit her.
At the house?
Yes.
Perfect. What's his address? Now!
3700.
I don't hear you.
3700.
That's where the dog is. We'll cut an order. Take a marshal and go pick her up.
Thank you.
Next. Tell me about when the car got broken into. What was the date?
The car was broken into March 20th. The report was filed on March 21st.
Can I see the report?
There's two. There's a supplement and an original.
Whose cell phone was taken?
Mine.
Was there an alarm system on this car?
Yes.
Had you turned the alarm on?
Yes.
And the car was locked?
No, the locks, when I was issued the vehicle from him, there was no seat belts, nor did the locks on the doors work.
Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Well, did you pay for the use of the car?
Yes,
the 2
ma'am,
months
I
that
did.
you had the car, is that right?
She paid for
February.
and she used it for a total of 3 months. The first time she used it, she took it to her boyfriend's house, and I told her I didn't want my vehicle there at his house because it was way out there in case something happened, like the breaking in issue. It would be a lot harder for us to deal with. I had to go basically steal my car back because she was in Reno again with him, drunk, and brought it back to my home. Her mother called me from Vegas, begging, pleading to let me just use it so that she could finish school, which I'd help her get into, to go to school and to work, which I helped her get a job at. So after about an hour on the phone with my aunt, I finally agreed to let her use the car just to go to work and school.
Fine. Who do you think should be responsible for putting the car back in the same condition as when you took it?
Initially, when we sat down to make the agreement as far as me taking the car, he stated that if anything happened to the car, that's why there was insurance on the vehicle. So I would assume it would be the insurance. Being as it was in my possession, I do accept some form of liability as far as the belongings being taken.
Good. How much was the new stereo?
About 150.
Good. And the amp?
It's about 250, 300.
You have homeowner's insurance?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. File it with your homeowner's insurance. With regard to this is not her fault. She would pay for it unless you had homeowner's insurance, but you have homeowner's insurance, so put it through your homeowner's insurance. It covers the contents of your car. You know that. That's why you smiled before at me. But you go get your dog back. Now. Do you understand? Go buy yourself a new pet. I just saved you $200. That's all. Goodbye.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
There's not a whole lot I can say. It's a family dispute.
Dorothy Kavanaugh is suing her son's ex-girlfriend, Stephanie Klein, for the return of a poker table and for making false charges to Child Protective Services.
All rise. Now, this is case number 212 on the calendar in the matter of Kavanaugh versus Klein.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Judge. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated. Folks, have a seat.
Ms. Kavanaugh, the defendant and your son were in a long-term relationship, although I don't see here that they were ever married. Is that
No.
true? Not married.
No, we weren't.
But you have 3 children together.
Yes, we do.
So how long did this relationship last?
Lasted 16 years.
Just for my own curiosity, is there any reason why you chose not to marry?
I don't really believe in marriage. I'm too afraid to get married. Divorce is too expensive.
Your claim is that Miss Klein has some property that belongs to you.
Yes, she does.
In her home.
Yes.
After, of course, your son left. You want it back. And you also claim that Miss Klein made false charges to the Child Protective Services Agency about you, causing you severe stress. Miss Klein says she did not make those calls to Child Protective Services. She knows who did.
Yeah.
She says her girls did.
My girls did, and also Cassie and Christy, who are her witnesses.
And
they did it at their house.
And she said they found things that were troublesome to them. As far as the property is concerned, she says the property is hers. The property we're talking about is a pool table, is that right?
No, it's a poker
table.
card table or coffee table.
Okay. According to what you said, Ms. Kavanaugh, in your complaint, you gave this poker table, this table, to your son as a gift.
I lent it to him.
No, that's not what you said. You said you gave it to your son as a gift. You want me to read you what you wrote?
No, that's fine.
Just to say, I know that you dispute that. I had given my son a custom-built poker table for his birthday.
Correct.
So let's deal with the poker table because that makes my life very easy. You have no interest whatsoever in the poker table.
Okay.
Got it? Once
Yes.
you give a gift, the gift is gone. And I don't see your son here. If he wants the poker table back, and if it's his, certainly not marital property because these people weren't married. So if he wants the poker table back, he can have it. But you can't because it doesn't belong to you. It would be like birds suing for the poker table. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Let's get to the allegations of abuse and or neglect that were made to Child Protective Services. When did your son and the defendant separate?
February, she threw him out.
Were you working during the 16 years you lived together?
Yes, I was. I was basically the only one working in the relationship.
What were you doing?
I managed 2 bowling centers.
And who took care of the children?
Anthony usually did, and Dorothy.
What kind of work does Anthony do?
He worked on cars on the side.
No steady job?
No.
Why doesn't your son have a steady job?
He did have a steady job. He worked at the garage. It was in his name. He did have a steady job. He had his own garage at 25.
You mean for the 16 years that they lived together?
Yes, ma'am.
Did he file tax returns on that?
No, he did not.
Well, if he had his own business and if he was making money, then that's a very serious crime that he committed by not filing tax returns for 16 years. Here he's got his mother swearing under oath that he had his own business.
He did on the side.
Hmm?
He did on the side, yes.
What do you mean on the side? On the side is something that you do when you have a full-time job elsewhere,
True.
Ms. Kavanaugh.
True.
On the side is not what you do when you have 3 children.
That's true. I agree with that.
Where is he?
He's working right now.
Doing what?
He works for Twin City Transmission.
What happened to his garage?
It was closed down after Stephanie and him got into trouble and separated.
Due to his alcohol and drug problem. He's on probation right now. And that's why he had to leave the home, because I did not want that around my kids. Took me a long time, but I was a victim of domestic violence until I got strong enough to do it on my own.
Fine. Well, he's certainly not here supporting his mother.
Or his children.
What makes you think that the defendant called Child Protective Services?
Because of the paperwork that I have and the statements that they made.
I'd like to see it.
Oh, okay.
No, don't give me all this paperwork, Ms. Kavanaugh. I want you to show me where in this paperwork it says that a call was made to this Child Protective Services by Miss Klein.
Oh, they don't do that.
Well, so what I want you to tell me is you direct my attention to somewhere in this stack of papers to evidence that Miss Klein called Child Protective Services.
Then it would have to come from my witness who told me that.
Fine. Who's the witness? That would be you. Stand up. Who are you?
Christy.
How are you related to these people?
That's my grandma.
But that's not your mother, so you have different parents.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you live, Christy?
Down the street from her. And
down the street from your grandmother. Who do you live with?
My mom.
Now tell me what you know about Miss Klein calling Child Protective Services.
Her oldest daughter did.
Well, her oldest daughter is not her. Christy, listen to me very carefully. Do you know anything about Miss Klein calling Child Protective Services?
No.
Sit down. Do you have any other witnesses, Miss Kavanaugh?
I have Cassandra.
Be very careful if you're going to stand up here. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Stand up. Do you have any evidence that Miss Klein called Child Protective Services?
No, ma'am.
That was being good and careful. Yes, Miss Kavanaugh.
Okay, there's also a countersuit from Stephanie that I called.
I haven't gotten to the countersuit yet.
Okay. Well,
do you have any other evidence that Miss Klein called Child Protective Services about your care of your children or grandchildren?
Other than the piece of paper here that states that they investigated both her and I, which is
that's why I called him myself.
My name, Stephanie, and all 3 children. It
so the
states
answer
that it was
is you have
unfounded.
no. Listen to me. So the answer is you have no evidence that it was Miss Klein who called Child Protective Services.
No, I cannot prove it was
So
her.
your case
No.
is dismissed in its entirety. The poker table doesn't belong to you, and you have no proof whatsoever that Miss Klein called Child Protective Services. So I don't even have to get into the fact that if she called them, whether what she said was true. Now I'll get to the counterclaim.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
And when people use that child protective hotline for other reasons, it infuriates me. And if it was my world, they'd be in jail.
And later today,
If you happen to be built like you are, you have to use your strength and your girth wisely, sir. Yes, ma'am. Not like an idiot.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Dorothy Kavanaugh says her son's ex-girlfriend, Stephanie Klein, made false charges to Child Protective Services. Stephanie is countersuing, claiming Dorothy's actions caused her to be fired.
Your counterclaim is that Ms. Kavanaugh called Child Protective Services with regard to you, your care of the children, and because of her harassment, you lost your job. I'd like to hear it.
I can't prove that she called, but...
Then if you can't prove that she called, then you have no case.
I'm not positive that she called. Kids were visited because of it, in which they stated that Dorothy...
You can't tell me what they stated? Not necessary. I don't have to reach that threshold question because neither of you has any proof that the other was responsible for calling Child Protective Services.
That's part of
Let
my
me
case.
deal with Child Protective Services, these calls back and forth, whomever they came from. Calling Child Protective Services is like calling 911. You call 911 when there is some emergency, when you feel as if somebody is being threatened, when you feel as somebody is being placed at risk. And I'm not saying that those things weren't the case with these allegations that were made by whomever they were made. But it should be a felony in every jurisdiction, a very serious crime, for people to use calls to Child Protective Services in order to either incite or resolve or for retaliation or for retribution about some other issue because they have limited enough resources at Child Protective Services to investigate real allegations of neglect and abuse. And when people use that Child Protective Hotline for other reasons, it infuriates me. And if it was my world, they'd be in jail if that's what they're using the hotline for. Having said that, we will move on to the next cause of action in your counterclaim, which is that Ms. Kavanaugh caused you to lose your job.
Yes, I had her as a sitter, also her son, who would drop the kids off to her even after I asked not to. She would get upset with them, drop them off at my work several times. She would drop them off at home unsupervised. She'd have them sitting on the porch in the middle of winter. She once set Jordan on the porch in the middle of winter with just a towel on because she didn't want to shower with her 10-year-old grandson, and she was 11 going through puberty at the time, which is disgusting.
Ms. Klein, listen to me. If what you're telling me is that because she wasn't a good babysitter, that caused you lots of stress,
yes.
Put your hand down. And you ultimately didn't show up for work, and it caused you to lose your job, you have options. Your option is get rid of her as a babysitter.
I then did, and
then you can't sue her.
And
I mean, that's your option.
Well, she called my work, harassing my boss, calling the cops on him. I got the letter
just
for
one
that.
second. Is your boss here?
No, but I have a letter stated to me why I was fired and a
I'd like to see the
complaint from the Tonawanda Police Department.
I'd just like to see the letter first. Okay. Can I see the reports of the police department? Did you at any time have her son arrested for anything? She says yes.
He used to
for
be
what?
Harassment.
Well, he probably was harassing her because he's a drug addict. That's what she says. Is that true? Put your hand down. Is that true?
Not anymore, Hidden.
I don't care if it's not anymore. You mean not today?
Not today, but she also is.
Listen, who's taking care of the 3 children? Who's taking care of the 3 children?
At the moment,
yes.
A girl who had their children taken away from them, so I
Who
heard.
do the 3 children live with? I'm not talking about at this moment.
They live with the mother.
They live with the mother, not with your son.
Exactly.
Exactly. Okay. So, when did you have him arrested?
Actually, I had him arrested once, a couple times. I had to have him removed from the house because he would come in when we were sleeping. He broke in when we weren't home. Slept in my bed when I went away.
These sources are 2006. Anything happened in 2007 that's been harassment?
No.
Okay.
There was. I was afraid to do it. She's evil and very vindictive.
What do you want?
We both filed harassment against each other.
Well, I don't know why you should have anything to do with her except positive things with regard to your grandchildren, Miss Kavanaugh. You have a son that's problematic.
I took her to court.
Listen to me.
Yes.
Carefully.
Yes.
You have a son who's a problem.
Yes.
You have the mother of your grandchildren who has been supporting the family for 16 years because your son is a bum. There's no question that he's a bum because there's no question that they had to file tax returns because she worked for a company that wouldn't have paid her under the table. That your son, if he was working at all, which I somehow doubt, certainly has not filed tax returns and has not paid his fair share of our expenses as a community.
He was paying child support.
Well, what do you want me to do? Give him a gold medal for that? He made children. That's what he's supposed to do.
Yes.
Put your hand down. He's supposed to pay child support. Yes. A lot, not a little.
Right.
So if I wanted to be supportive, I would be as supportive as possible if you were a reasonable grandparent of my 3 grandchildren and said to my son, listen, I tried my best with you. Maybe my best wasn't good enough, but I'm certainly not going to annoy the mother of my grandchildren who's trying to keep it together. Do you get my drift?
She wasn't
That's
trying to keep it together.
Do you get my drift?
I understand you, yes.
Perfect. And I wouldn't sue her for a stupid card table because that's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Goodbye. Your case is dismissed, as is your counterclaim.
Parties are excused. You may step out, ma'am.
Because she's a wacko.
Just to hurt me even worse.
Drinking and drugs.
I wouldn't be able to afford my mortgage or my house.
Both her and my son were the same.
If I was doing drugs, nor will I be able to care for 3 children.
That the mother gets treatment for her drinking.
She does that with any one of her kids that separate from their girlfriends.
Well, I would imagine eventually somebody will catch up with her and take those children away from her.
That's what she does. She has nothing better to do than sit on her butt, smoke cigarettes, and make everyone's life a living.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Bolin versus Juarez, step forward.
26-year-old Christopher Bolin is suing fellow partygoer, 18-year-old Michael Juarez, for denting his car during a fight. Michael claims the damage is not his fault.
Mr. Bolin, it is your claim that Mr. Juarez, during an argument at a party, threw someone into your car and damaged it. And Mr. Juarez says he didn't do that.
Yes.
When was the party?
May 29th of 07.
Questions are going to get harder, Mr. Bolin.
No, I'm sorry.
Who, what, when, where, and how? Those are the questions you should always come prepared to answer.
All right.
All right? Yeah. What date was the party?
May 29th of 07.
Who was there?
There was a lot of people there.
In whose house was the party being held?
It was at a friend's house down the way from my house. I don't even know the person, actually.
Who knows the person?
I know his name is Ryan.
Who did you have a fight with?
I had a fight with him right there. I don't know his name.
With you?
Richard.
With Richard?
Yes. Yeah.
What'd you have a fight with Richard about?
It was because at the end of the party, my phone was missing, and I was trying to look for it. And I went around asking everybody, and when I went to go ask him, we had a confrontation, and then we started fighting. It was a quick, 2-minute fight. It didn't last so long.
Why did you fight with him?
Because we started arguing, because I wanted to see if he had my phone. And we started arguing, and...
No, explain that to me. Mr. Juarez, your phone was missing. You asked to see his phone.
Mm-hmm.
What did he say?
He said no.
Yeah?
No, that's not right.
Shh, just a second.
He
So?
said no for a minute, and then he finally showed it, and it was dark. It looked like my phone. I wanted to see it. He wouldn't let me see it. And he said, and we started getting into it.
What do you mean you started to get into it? You started to get into it.
Yeah.
You accused him of stealing your phone.
Yeah, because I was missing my phone.
I'm speaking.
I'm sorry.
Did it turn out that he stole your phone?
No.
Where was your phone?
In the car.
So you made a mistake?
Yes, I did.
So you had this fight over something stupid where you made a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And you started to act physical with somebody who says, don't accuse me of being a thief. Isn't that what happened?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, tell me about throwing somebody into a car.
I pushed him.
And he fell into a car.
Yes.
So whose fault is that? Mine?
No.
Whose fault is it?
All right.
Whose fault is it?
I just pushed him. I didn't mean to him go in the car.
Is there something wrong with you? Who is this person here?
That's my mom and my aunt.
You don't want to embarrass yourself any further in front of your mother.
No.
Whose fault is it if you pushed him and he fell into his car?
I pushed him. I didn't mean for him to fall in the car.
Your Honor, he didn't actually...
Jump! Do I look as if I need any of your help?
No, I'm sorry.
You want to have a talk with him. Is your last name Juarez?
Yes, it is, ma'am.
I'm going to give you 30 seconds or less to talk to your son. Right up there.
It's your phone.
Now your mother's going to sit down.
Yes.
Whose fault is it, do you think, that his car got damaged?
I pushed the man, but I don't think it's my fault because how big I am and how big he is, it'll take a lot of force for him to make a dent in the car. And if it made a dent, it would have gave injury to the man. And I'll be right here getting sued by him. That's why I feel
Whatever
it's
it
not my
was,
fault.
it didn't work, Mrs. Juarez. Could I please see the pictures of your car?
Yes, ma'am.
How old are you?
18.
What do you do?
I'm a student, AVC.
Stay there. Perhaps forever. Go for continuing education. You have an estimate?
Yes, ma'am.
What's the estimate?
From Scorty's Auto Collision.
What is the
Oh,
estimate?
for
Not from
$9.95.
whom? For what? When?
Sorry,
when?
$995.
Mr. Juarez, you did the wrong thing. You made a mistake. You accused somebody of being a thief. When they chose not to play along with you, you started an argument. Your argument resulted in this young man's car being damaged by you, because when you pushed him, the natural consequence of your pushing him was him falling into the car. Now, you didn't intend to damage the car. You intended to damage him. Unfortunately, the car got damaged. You're just lucky he didn't get damaged as well, because then I would have wiped up the floor with you. And so would the police department. If you happen to be built like you are, you have to use your strength and your girth wisely, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Not like an idiot.
Yes, ma'am.
That's all. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $995. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
He was confronting everybody. What could I say? Push the guy, hit the car. Let me search your pockets. I don't know. You go to parties, things come up missing.
Sandra Terrace is suing her former daughter-in-law, Michelle Johnson, for the cost of airline tickets, wedding expenses, and the return of a family heirloom.
All rise. Your Honor, case number 263 on the calendar in the matter of Terrace versus Johnson.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome, Judge. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated. Sir, have a seat, please.
Ms. Terrace, this is your former daughter-in-law. She was
Yes.
married to your son for a very short time, and it is your claim that she owes you some money. She owes you money for airline tickets that you claim you bought with money that was a loan to her to bring her family to see you over Christmas holiday. You claim she owes you for some wedding expenses that you paid for, and you expected her to pay you back. And you claim that she owes you for one final thing, and that is for some family heirlooms that you gave to her in anticipation of her being your daughter-in-law for a very long time.
Yes.
Ms. Johnson says that these were all gifts. She never intended to pay you back. There was never any discussion of paying you back for the items that you purchased for her. And you're just angry that she divorced your son and married somebody else. You did remarry.
Yes.
When were you married to, I assume, this gentleman? This is your son?
This is my son.
I was legally married to Ethan on January 10th of '07.
And when did you separate from him?
January 25th, I believe, is when he moved out.
Why?
Because he did not want to get a job. He didn't want to pay rent. He didn't want to help with any of the household expenses.
You mean you found this out in 15 days?
Well,
Miss Johnson, you got married in January 10th. January 25th, 15 days later, it was over.
Yes.
Strange. Okay, tell me about the airline tickets, which is what you're complaining about first, Ms. Terrace.
The airline tickets to bring Shelley and her daughters for Christmas. I flew them down.
From where?
I flew them from Denver to Las Vegas so they could come and spend Christmas with me.
You have daughters?
Yes.
How many?
2.
So you wanted her to come down and spend Christmas with you?
Yes.
With your son?
Yes.
Okay. So, go ahead.
Shelley had no money for airline tickets, and I was asked if I would purchase them, and I would be paid back.
Who told you that you were going to be paid back?
Shelley.
No, she didn't. That sounds ridiculous, Miss Terrace. You never told you were going to pay her back for the airline tickets?
No, that was an agreement with her son.
Of course not. You wanted your son to come to your house for Christmas. So you said, I'll send you airline tickets. You don't have to be a genius to figure that out, Miss Terrace. Right? Of course. I have children. If I want my children to come and spend Thanksgiving or Christmas with me, and they don't have money, I say, I'll send you the tickets. So, move on. I don't believe you that she said she was going to pay you back. What's next?
Okay. Starting with August 14th, my son discovered that Shelley had remarried on February 14th, Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Their marriage was not annulled until May.
Okay.
They were still living as man and wife.
Okay. Would you tell me what it is that you claim she owes you money for? I'm not the moral police.
Okay. At that time, I told them that I would help out paying for a formal wedding and a reception to be held on May 26th. At that time, after discovering that Shelley had committed bigamy by marrying a man on Valentine's Day, February 14th.
Just a second. You said they were married January 10th, 2007.
Correct.
And then they were supposed to have a reception in May.
Correct.
But they were no longer living together in May of '07.
That's correct.
And you paid for what?
I paid for all wedding expenses.
And?
And I was told that I would be repaid for this. However, after...
Who told you that?
Shelley. It was an agreement that I would be paid back.
And after discovering that Shelley married a man while she was still married to my son, I feel she is not entitled to anything.
Just a second. I know what you feel. When did you plan this wedding and make the payments that you're complaining about? In what month?
December.
In December. So you made certain outlays of money.
Correct.
Had your son ever been married before?
No.
Had you been married before?
Yes, ma'am.
So you wanted to make a wedding. Where was the wedding supposed to be?
In my hometown.
In your hometown, for your family and friends.
That's
because your son was never married before.
That's correct.
So you said, I'll make the wedding. Ms. Tarras, we know where it's going, my dear. That's what you do. You didn't expect her to pay for the wedding. She's got 2 children that she's, I assume, supporting, that they live with her. She wasn't going to make the wedding. You wanted to make the wedding in Las Vegas, where you live, where your son grew up, where you have family and friends, and you said, I'll pay for the wedding. You put down a deposit on a hall, you put down deposit on invitations, and whatever you did. The formal marriage didn't work out, and nothing came of the May event because they were already separated for 5 months by the time May rolled around. So, doesn't work out, doesn't work out. Would have been no difference if they got married January 10th and you paid for the wedding in January, and that was the formal wedding, and they separated 15 days later. You don't get your money back from her. What do you want?
I'd like to add something, Your Honor.
Go.
Amen. I moved out of the apartment on February 20th of 2007. Shelley's second ex-husband, she found out unfortunately had died, had passed away on December 1st. Shelley was having a very hard time grieving with this. And I can remember multiple times her waking up in the middle of the night telling me how much Chris was a better man than me.
Listen, does this have some relevance to your mother's lawsuit, or you just want a cathartic event? What does that have to do? Mr. Tarras, listen to me very carefully.
Yes, ma'am.
I understand you were hurt. However, you are a very lucky man. Very lucky. Because you were about to take on a responsibility of a woman who's a little nutty. There's no question she's a nut. Because she had 2 girls, and she gave up what appears to be a perfectly reasonable guy with a perfectly reasonable family, and married somebody, according to you, who's in prison.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that's nutty. So, finding that out now, before you do something stupid like make a baby with her so that you're tied to her forever, you should go like this and say, thank you very much. If it only cost me a few $1,000s to get rid of this nut, it's a bargain. It's the bargain of the century. Do you understand, Mr. Tarras?
Yes, ma'am.
Your mother should understand that, too.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
I've made more than 5 weddings because we had a couple of doubles in there. I know what it's like. None of my children ever paid me back for weddings. Get over it, Miss Tarras. Now move on.
And later today,
This apartment is a pigsty. Don't you clean?
I don't live like a pig, Your Honor.
How did these holes get in the wall?
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Sandra Tarras says her ex-daughter-in-law, Miss Shelley Johnson, owes for airline tickets, wedding expenses, and the return of a family heirloom. Sandra claims Miss Shelley is a bigamist.
Now, I understand you were hurt. You'll find somebody else, uncomplicated, and do yourself a favor. How old are you?
25, ma'am.
25. Pick somebody without baggage.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now sit.
I am, ma'am.
What's next?
Your Honor, due to her committing bigamy.
It's over. She never promised to pay you for the wedding. Move on.
Well, she did.
No, she did not.
Okay.
No, that's a fib. I don't like fibbers. I have 5 children. I've made more than 5 weddings because we had a couple of doubles in there. I know what it's like. None of my children ever paid me back for weddings. Do you understand? Even when the marriage didn't work out. Get over it, Miss Tarras. Now move on.
Okay. Well, just the bigamy charges. She marries another man while they're still married. That concerns me.
It may concern you, madam. I am not a criminal court judge. You want to notify the district attorney that she committed bigamy? Go with good luck and go with my blessing. Get on to what I'm here about. The last part of your lawsuit, which is items that you claim you gave her, family heirlooms that you want back.
Yes, my mother makes hand-sewn quilts for all the new granddaughters that are marrying her grandsons. My family is requesting that returned due to Shelley obviously not having any interest in them since she married a man a month after marrying my son.
Well, you're not entitled to that, Miss Tarras, unless Miss Johnson wants to give it back to you. Do you have that quilt?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Would you like to give it back to Miss Tarras? She would like it back.
I can send it back to her grandmother.
Fine. Perfect. What else?
The diamond necklace. that I would like returned.
No, you don't get that back.
Okay. I bought that as a daughter-in-law, but...
Good. She was your daughter-in-law for about 15 days. Keep going.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep going.
The expenses for the wedding.
I already told you. She owes you absolutely nothing. She's being gracious in returning a quilt that you say was made by a family member that you want back in the family. And that's only her being gracious to return that to you. So you're not entitled to anything else, Ms. Tarras. I'll prepare an order with regard to the quilt. Thank you very much. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
This is the woman that I trusted and I loved with all my heart, and I can't believe she did this to me and my family.
I'd rather be alone and, be married to the right person than to be married to the wrong person.
It's a felony in the state of Colorado. We've already checked it out. So we will be pursuing that.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Jacobs versus Nelson Ankhorn. Step forward, please.
Gazina Jacobs is suing her former tenants, Benjamin Nelson and his girlfriend, Vanessa Ankhorn, for rent, utility bills, and for severely damaging her rental property.
Ms. Jacobs, you rented a unit that you had, apartment.
Yes.
To the defendants. They were referred to you by a neighbor. According to your complaint, you had to evict them. They owed you rent. You want your rent. You want the damage that they did to your apartment, which you say was substantial. Mr. Nelson and Ms. Ankhorn say you owe them money. You kept their security deposit. They did not cause any damage to the unit. They were current in their rent until you shut off their electricity and their power, and they have a counterclaim. What kind of work do you do, Mr. Nelson?
I'm a handyman, mechanic, painter. I do a lot of things.
Do you work for anybody or you work for yourself?
I work for myself.
And what do you do?
I'm a hostess.
It's just the two of you in the unit? And how much was the rent?
$960 a month plus electric and gas.
Which you were supposed to pay for yourself.
Yes.
When did you move in?
I believe it was September of 06.
When did they move in?
They moved in at the end of January of 07, and the lease agreement started 1st of February of 07.
I don't think that's right. We
Can I
lived
see
there
the
longer
lease,
than that.
please?
I have the lease agreement.
Are you on any prescribed medication, Mr. Nelson?
No.
You moved in February of 07, sir, not in September of 06. Okay. So, first let's start with the question of utilities. According to your answer, you say she agreed to rent us the unit and we signed the lease for $960 a month, including utilities. Now you say you were supposed to pay your own utilities.
Electric and gas, yes.
You were supposed to pay your own utilities. Did you put them in your name?
Right before we got evicted.
Eventually we had to.
What do you mean eventually you had to? You had to when you moved in February.
Well, they were in her name up until then because it was part of the agreement that our utilities would be included in the $960 rent.
Not according to him.
According to this evidence in these papers, that's what it was. It was in her name for a long time.
Well, it was, of course. It had to be in somebody's name.
Yes, and until she turned it off without notice.
Just a second. Were you supposed to pay the utilities?
Yes.
Why didn't you put the utilities in your name starting in February?
Because that wasn't part of the agreement that we had.
Of course it was.
We didn't have the money at the time.
That may be an answer.
So we agreed to do it when we had the money.
Yeah. Just a second. When did you have the money?
I believe it was in April or May.
By April, she had already turned off the utilities.
That's when we got it in our name.
Because you didn't pay them. When did you move out?
We moved out around the beginning of June, around June 10th.
June 9th was our last day.
So you owe her rent for February, March, April, May, and June. 5 months.
No,
that is not true.
We've paid her up until like the last 2 months before we moved out.
I'm telling you that's what you owe her.
Okay.
Show me that you paid 5 months rent. If you didn't give her rent for 5 months, tell me when you stopped paying her rent.
I always brought her cash. I stopped paying her rent on about end of April. I stopped paying rent because I didn't have the money because I lost my job.
All right, fine. So far, you owe her $1,150 in rent, and you didn't pay the utilities for February, March, and April. I assume that they paid them in May because then they had to put them in their own name. At least you were off the hook. So how much do they owe you for utilities?
Utilities is, I got the receipts right here, $767.69.
Now, you have pictures of the damage to the apartment?
I sure do.
I'd like to take a look at it.
There's several sets of pictures. I also have a list from the repair person and the checks that I did pay a person to repair the $4,000 worth of damages.
How did these holes get in the wall?
That was a prior roommate.
Whose roommate?
Ours. A bad selection of a roommate.
Well, you owe her for this damage.
Yes, I believe we do. We're responsible because...
You are.
it's
It's your
my
roommate. You go find your roommate.
I'm putting in a small claim right now.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That master bedroom, I know it was their bedroom, and right below those holes it was their mattress. So, yeah, you can see her head there,
Your
right
Honor,
where he...
that is untrue. She's made a lot of allegations about us, about him doing bad things to hurt me, a lot of why those holes are in our walls. Is
When
from
was the
him
last time
beating
the
me.
police were called to any residence where you have ever lived for domestic violence?
Never. Just this once. If she'd called.
Just a second. When in any of your residences were the police called on a complaint of domestic violence?
None that we know of.
She just said once.
Well,
No,
we believe that's what she called about.
Yeah,
Because they showed up, but nothing was ever done about it because nothing was wrong.
They showed up at the residence because they were looking for him. Because
This
he was
apartment is a pigsty. Don't you clean?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we had a roommate that came in while we were at work and damaged a lot of
It's
stuff.
filthy. That doesn't happen from a messy roommate. That happens from people who live like pigs.
I don't live like a pig, Your Honor.
Well, you did. I never saw a place so filthy.
I had to go through my house in 2 days' time, and I had to pretty much tear everything apart that I had and find what was sentimental to me, pack it up, and then start throwing a lot of my things away.
Should have paid your rent.
Your Honor.
You should have paid your rent. That's what happens when you don't pay rent or utilities.
We had agreed to start paying it off. We had actually started paying it off. And
Listen, she's not your mother.
I know.
She's your landlord. The first thing that you did was you moved into the apartment. You were supposed to put the utilities in your name. You didn't. Then you have a counterclaim that she had no right to turn off the utilities because she got tired of paying $767 for your utilities. Well, then you had no choice, but you put them in your name. At least she's off the hook. I don't know whether you stiffed the utility company or not. I assume you did. Now, then you leave an apartment like a pigsty and you blame it on a roommate. Well, so far it's everybody's fault but yours. Everybody else is wrong. She's wrong.
I'm taking responsibility since it was my roommate. I have to.
I don't necessarily think it was your roommate, sir.
We've had...
I don't necessarily think it was your roommate. I don't believe necessarily it was your roommate just because you say it. Do you understand?
Oh, I understand.
Good. I'm glad you do. Okay, so far you owe her $19.17 just for your rent and the utilities.
And that's the detailed list of what was repaired.
Nothing was repaired, Your Honor, except for the holes in the walls because I live right next to that place, and so does my neighbor, and she happens to walk by and she sees our things are still being used. A refrigerator that she said was damaged that we need to pay for to replace, still being used. It was like that before we moved in.
That's a lie.
Show them these pictures, please.
The refrigerator was not repaired, and the refrigerator I'm not suing for. I'm just suing for the repairs Mr. Bean did on my rental unit.
Your Honor, I was going through all these items. That's why it looks like a pigsty like this.
Hey, just take a look at the toilet. The toilet isn't going through the items. That toilet hasn't been cleaned, it looks like, in 6 months. You owe $5,000 for your cleanup, for your rent, and for your utilities. Now, give me 30 seconds or less on your counterclaim. Let's go!
We don't believe we owe her because nothing was fixed before we even moved in.
Forget it. Next.
All of our stuff that was in the house, she told us we would have 2 days and we had
Why
nowhere to
didn't
go.
you get your stuff out?
We stayed up all night trying to get our stuff out.
We had
but
2
we had a
days
house
time
full of
to do
stuff,
it.
so we got out what we
Did you
could.
pay rent in June?
I was giving her a couple hundred every
Did you
week.
pay rent in June?
Not in full, no.
Counterclaim's dismissed. You owe $5,000. That's all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
22-year-old Crystal Garcia is suing her ex-boyfriend, 24-year-old Terrell Johnson, for unpaid rent, money owed, and for filing false charges of domestic violence.
Order. All rise. Now, this is case number 249 on the calendar in the matter of Garcia versus Johnson.
Thank you.
Parties have been sworn in, Your Honor. You may be seated.
All right, you got more complaints against him than I probably have time for today. So we're going to see if we can get through each of the 3 complaints you have against Mr. Johnson, who used to be your boyfriend. Now you claim he owes you for a deposit that you put down on a truck for him, $2,500?
Yes.
That he lived sort of as a freeloader.
Yes.
But there was an understanding that when you got laid off from your teaching position for the summer, he would pay the rent for the summer.
Yes.
And he didn't.
No.
And then you claim that he filed false charges against you for assault, causing you to spend the night in jail and $1,000 bail.
Yes.
Mr. Johnson says the truck was his.
Yes.
He made the payments on it.
Yes.
He says that the charges he made against you to the police were absolutely true. You did, in fact, assault him.
I got a police report too, Your Honor.
And as far as the rent is concerned, he never promised to pay the rent for the summer. As a matter of fact, he wasn't even living with you in August.
She kicked me out.
I would kick you out if you send me to jail for domestic violence.
Don't speak to him. That's why you're here.
Okay.
All right, Miss Garcia, when did Mr. Johnson move in with you?
Late September of 2006.
What was the financial arrangement?
Well, he didn't have a stable job, and, you know, I did. So I told him, I said, once you get back on your feet, you know, and I'd always, through the months, tell you need to get a better job. You need to get a better job. You need to help me. You need to,
All right, so you need to help me. You need to get a better job. I don't hear a financial arrangement.
Well, I told him, I said, coming June, because we are laid off for the summer, I said, you need to pay June, July, August. I told him that because he would have a job by then. I mean, you would think in 7-8 months he would have a better job.
So right now you have no financial arrangement with him with regard to rent.
Yes, I did. I told him.
No, you didn't.
I told him that he was responsible for June, July, and August.
I don't care what you told him. That's not a contract.
He didn't want to write one. He didn't want to write one because he doesn't want to sign
You don't have to write one.
He didn't want to sign it.
Listen to me. You don't have to write one. You have to agree. Just because you told him doesn't make it so.
He agreed.
He moved out.
No, he moved out at the end of July.
She kicked me out.
And I told him he was responsible from June to August.
Okay, good.
And
That's
he
what you
said,
told him.
I
All right.
agree, and
Let
I
me
will
hear
help
about
you.
the truck, please.
The truck, the only reason we got the truck was because I was my credit. I'm the main purchaser on it. I have receipts that I paid it.
Show me proof, please, that you put the down payment on the truck.
Well, I have my income taxes stating how much I got, and these are all my payslips that I've been working.
I want proof that you put down on the truck $2,500. That's not proof of anything.
They're in the papers that he has in the truck.
Good. Mr. Johnson, look at me. Who put down the down payment?
We both did.
No, he didn't.
Both did from what? Don't speak.
From a paycheck that I got and her income taxes.
How much did she put in?
Like $2,000.
And how much did you put in?
Like $300.
How much was put down altogether?
$25.
Mr. Johnson, let's not play with me, please. Don't be irritating. I get irritated very easily. The older I get, the shorter the fuse I have, sir. So she put down the down payment of $2,500.
She put down most of it.
She put down the whole down payment of $2,500. Get over. Now, who made the payments on the truck?
We both did, but I made most of them.
Show me.
I don't.
What do you mean you don't?
I mean, I don't got no receipts.
You don't have any receipts? No. Show me proof that you made the payments on the truck. When did you get the truck? September of 06?
No, we got it in February.
Of 07?
Yes, ma'am.
And how much were the payments each month?
$388.
Good. Now, what are you showing me there?
A printout from the loan place showing that I paid the truck and what
She wasn't even
days.
working at the time.
Listen to me. Does that say you paid for the truck, or
Yes,
does that say somebody paid for the truck?
It says Crystal Garcia.
No. Listen to me very carefully. Is that the loan itself that indicates the loan is in your name?
Yes.
And that the payments were made?
Yes.
I'm not interested in that. I want to see proof from your bank account that $388 came out.
We would go personally to the place because we cannot open a bank account, or we couldn't open a bank account because he has bad bank problems or something. So I didn't have direct deposit for it to come out of my bank account. So I would personally go and pay them cash.
Listen to me. If you think that I believe that story that you just told me, I don't. Show me from your bank that you took out money every month to pay this $388. Not that the loan was paid, but that you took out the money from your bank for.
Okay, the only way I would
March,
be able to pay
April,
that or
May.
prove that to you is by you looking over my pay stubs because I made enough money.
I'm not looking over your pay stubs.
Direct deposit. That's the only way I could have got the money from the bank. That's the only way.
Perfect. I'm not accepting that.
Well, I'm not here to ask for the payments for the truck. All I want is a deposit so I can go ahead and have my son and me driving the truck. I don't want the payments.
Fine, you're entitled to your deposit back.
Yes, that's all I want from him.
Fine.
And the money.
Fine. You're entitled to your deposit back. That I believe that you put in. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes.
She gets her deposit back. You have the truck?
Yes.
You're driving the truck?
Yes.
Are you paying for it?
Yes.
Are your payments current?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Nope.
Shh. If she shows me that your payments are not current on this truck, I'm going to wipe up the floor with you.
I paid the last payment last month. I didn't know I should have brought a receipt. I guess she has all the receipts.
I didn't ask you whether you paid last month. I said, are your payments current?
Yes, they are.
So you've made all your payments?
Yes.
Since when?
Since like 3-4 months ago.
Was it 3 months ago or 4?
4.
4. Good. Show me.
He was late, and here are the...
She wasn't even working at the time to even be paying the bills on the truck.
Listen to me.
Yes,
You
I
said
was.
you made the last 4 payments, correct?
Correct.
He paid like $300, and then he was late $88.
If you shout out again, I'm throwing you out of here. Do you understand?
Yes.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Right when he grabbed the keys from my hands, I held onto his shirt because
You were choking.
my property was in there. And the only way for me to protect my and my son's stuff was to hold on.
Ridiculous. You're ridiculous.
And later today,
Where did you go for 3,400 miles?
Well, I went back and forth to work.
Where do you work?
Vanderbilt Security.
In what country?
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Crystal Garcia claims ex-boyfriend Terrell Johnson owes for rent, the down payment on a truck, and for filing false charges of domestic abuse.
Okay, now tell me about these false charges that you're charging him with.
Okay. 3 days prior to that day that I was arrested, he was not so nice, and of course I have to look out for my son, so I left. I left and I stayed with my mom. And he was drinking. He would go to my mom demanding the keys, making a big scene.
Demanding the keys to what?
To the truck.
You took the truck?
Yeah, because I wasn't going to let him drive it while he was drinking.
But you didn't have a driver's license.
Exactly.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you
Just a
didn't.
minute. You have a driver's license now?
Yes.
It says in the police report that she don't got a driver's license.
I'd like to see the police report. Anyway, so you went back to the house to get some clothes, and?
And he called me and he's like, I'm going to go pick up my clothes from the truck. I said, okay, that's fine. So he comes in like, we don't have no problems. He's trying to sweet talk me, for me to still be with him. And I'm like, you know what? No, I don't need this for me and my son. I don't need you to be drinking, yelling obscenities to me, calling me names. I don't need that. So I do not want to be with you. And then he demanded, you know what? I want the keys to the truck. And I said, no, you know what I mean? I said, no. I unlocked the truck with the alarm and I told him, go get your stuff. So we were right outside my door and he snatched the keys right out of my hands.
Can I say something?
And I was like, you know what? I was like, why you do that? So right when he grabbed the keys from my hands, I held onto his shirt because my baby's car seat.
You were choking.
My property was in there. And that's everything that I have earned. And I'm not going to let somebody go and take it away. So who knows what he's going to do with it? I don't know what he's going to do with it. So the only way at that time for me to protect my and my son's stuff was to hold on. That's it.
Ridiculous. You're ridiculous. Well, the police indicate he was injured.
Where are the pictures you were injured?
The police indicate on the police report where he had scratches on his shoulder.
Those are called
And
stretch
his-
marks,
and
not
his-
scratches.
Excuse me?
Stretch marks.
Scratches.
Scratches.
She was strangling me.
I was not.
No.
That's why she got arrested. She's crazy.
That part of your complaint, Ms. Garcia, where you're asking for compensation for falsely reporting that you assaulted him, that's denied. You're entitled to your truck money back. Period. And once you get your truck money back...
If it was work for the DA to pick up, they would have picked it up, and that would have been... They wouldn't have rejected the case how they did. There was no case
Because I didn't press
on
no
him to
charges.
me.
I didn't press no charges.
If I hurt you so bad, why didn't you push charges on me?
Ms. Garcia...
Not even worth it.
Now I'm responding to you. Your case is dismissed. It's over for everything except the $2,500 that you put as a down payment for a truck that he now has. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Good. Thank you very much. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
He left me with a bunch of bills. He was a freeloader.
I think it was fair. I got justice, and I just wanted to stay on my life.
He snatched the keys out of my hands, and my son's stuff is in there, and I'm going to protect it to the fullest.
She jumped on me, started choking me. She wouldn't let go of my T-shirt.
If he would not buy a $5 T-shirt, it would have never ripped.
She's crazy.
I should have realized it a long time ago, but you know what? They say love is blind.
Don't get involved with crazy females.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Miller versus Miller. Step forward.
19-year-old Ashley Miller is suing her aunt, Shauna Miller, for repossessing her car. Shauna claims Ashley didn't abide by the terms of their agreement.
Okay. Very complicated story. Let me see if I can simplify it because it's getting late in the afternoon and I'm getting a little tired. This is your aunt.
Yes, ma'am.
Who did a very nice thing for you several months ago.
Yes, ma'am.
And agreed to purchase a car. She was primarily responsible on the loan. You were a co-signer on the loan because you didn't have good credit.
Yes, ma'am.
You went shopping. You put $1,000 of your hard-earned money down on the car.
Yes, ma'am.
And you gave your aunt $1,000 towards insurance.
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of car did you buy?
It was a 2007 Hyundai Accent.
And it was brand new?
Yes. Only had 5 miles on it.
And when did you purchase it?
February 8th.
And the understanding was that you were going to make the payments on the car and eventually, hopefully, get the loan out of your aunt's name because she didn't want to be responsible for this thing. And you were going to take care of the car, and there were certain things that you were supposed to be responsible with.
Yes, ma'am, after 6 months.
And your aunt took the car back after 2 months.
Correct.
You want the money that you invested in the car, and you want $600 back for the insurance that wasn't used because she took the car back. So you want back $1,600. Your aunt says that you were irresponsible with the car. In the 2 months that you had the car, you put on how many miles?
3,400.
3,400 miles. Where did you go for 3,400 miles?
Well, I went back and forth to work, and I did go over to my friend's house. I went over to their house because they asked me to come visit them every day. So I tried. I went back and forth to school every day after work because I go to school 4 days a week.
Where do you work?
Vanderbilt Security.
In what country?
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Show me it written down someplace that you had a mileage agreement with her.
It was a verbal agreement.
Baloney.
Just like the part with
Baloney.
the insurance.
Don't speak to me anymore.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Ashley Miller says her aunt, Shauna Miller, repossessed her car for no good reason. Shauna is countersuing for car repair costs and excess miles on the vehicle.
Now, did you loan the car to anyone?
No, ma'am.
Did you make any long trips?
I did one long trip, and that was to West Virginia.
From where?
From my house.
Which is where?
Maryland.
Who did you go with?
I went with my 2 sisters because they were up here visiting from Florida.
Did they ever drive your car?
No, ma'am.
Was there any damage to the car?
No, ma'am, not when I had it.
When did you take the car back, Miss Miller?
May 4th.
So she had the car 3 months?
Close to, yes.
Why did you take the car back?
Well, one of the agreements was that she was to stay in touch with us. She was not to have anybody in the car. She was on our insurance because the insurance was in excess to what she could afford. So we turned around.
Just a minute. Did you have an agreement with her that there wasn't to be anyone else in the car?
Prior to signing of anything, yes. I've had the same agreements. I've got my daughter here, Sherry, who is under the same agreement with a car that we have. And also with my other children. I have a 30-year-old son and a 28-year-old daughter. I've done it with all of them. You know, with the same agreements. I know, good heart, but you know what? It builds character and shows them responsibility. And yeah, I've been batting.
Did you have an agreement with your aunt not to have anyone else in the car?
No, ma'am.
What was the discussion that you had with regard to having other people in the car?
No, ma'am. The only agreement that we had with the car was not to let anybody drive the car and to make sure I make the payments on the car, and that was it.
Not to let anybody else drive it?
Yes, to drive it. That was it.
I believe you.
That was it.
I believe you.
Thank you.
I believe her. Because I think it's ridiculous to have an agreement that nobody else can be in the car.
Well, okay.
I believe that you made an agreement with her that nobody else was to drive the car.
Well, actually, well, okay.
But not be in the car. That sounds unreasonable for somebody who's making payments on the car, who's given you the down payment and paid for the insurance. The insurance may not cover anybody else driving the car,
right?
But certainly being a passenger in the car. Why not? Keep going. So, she didn't keep in touch with you, and?
She didn't keep in touch, and when I tried to call her, she was avoiding the calls. I had to go through my father-in-law to call her to call back. My husband and I went up to her place of employment to where we looked at the car. There was dents, 4 of them going down this way, not like a car had opened and hit it. The dents were going this way. And
you have pictures of the dents?
Oh, I do, yes.
I'd like to see the dents that you're talking about.
This is the car. Dents. I've got an estimate also.
No, I don't need an estimate.
Okay, that's the dents.
Those are dings. There's a ding. It's a ding. It's nothing. You had no right to take the car back.
Okay.
So your counterclaim's dismissed because you're counterclaiming. You say you're now stuck with a car.
Hold on, Your Honor.
I didn't ask you anything. You're now stuck with a car. It has 3,400 miles on it. It's depreciated. Well, you know, as soon as you drive a car out of the lot, it depreciates. But as long as she was making the payments, was she?
Yes, she was.
And she paid for the insurance?
Yes, she did.
The car looks perfectly good shape to me. It may have a couple of dings on it. That's unfortunate. But that doesn't look as if it's been in an accident. You had no mileage requirements. You have no basis to take the car back. Yes?
We did have mileage requirements, and the reason why she
No,
wasn't
you
allowed
didn't.
to... Yes, we did. We made an agreement with her.
Show me it written down someplace that you had a mileage agreement with her.
It was to keep the value of the car up.
Show me where you have an agreement with her that you have a mileage agreement.
It was a verbal agreement.
Baloney.
Just like the part with
Baloney.
the insurance.
Baloney.
Until she got it in her own name or her own insurance, she
Baloney. You
wasn't
had no
supposed to have
reason to
anybody
take the
in
car.
it.
Don't speak to me anymore. You had no reason to take the car back.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. Are you in a family dispute? Go to judgejudy.com or call 1-888-800-JUDY.
Okay. Unfortunately, Miss Miller, you did a very nice thing for your niece.
I thought so.
You probably had second thoughts about it, but you didn't have a basis to breach the agreement and take the car back. And she's entitled to her money, or you give her the car back. What's your pleasure?
Can I say something real quick? She assured me that no drinking, no partying, and everything else. And she was drinking and she was partying, but, you know.
Well, show me proof that she was drinking in the car.
Oh, I can't show you
Drinking
proof.
and driving.
No.
So?
Okay.
That's what you need. You need proof. Put your hand down. That's what you need. You need proof.
Okay.
Where's the car now?
In my yard.
You want your car back?
Can I speak?
Yes.
The whole drinking thing has nothing to do with it because I didn't do it when I was driving. And the car they gave to her daughter after they took the car from me. After like a week went by and they called me and asked me if I want the car back. And I said no because they already took the car. And after that, I felt like, you know, since they took it from me once, they would do it again.
Did you get another car?
No.
How many miles are on the car now?
There's quite a bit.
What do you mean quite a bit? There was 3,400 miles when you took it. How many miles are on
Well,
the car
I
now?
drove it back and forth to work myself. And my daughter's driving. Okay.
You owe her $1,600. You had no basis to take the car back.
Can I get her to sign off on this title, or how do I have to?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. You can get her to sign off on the title as soon as you get the bank to release her from the loan. Why would I have her sign the title off until you can get her off on the loan?
Okay, I can, yes.
Okay, so we'll cut an order that as soon as you get her off on the loan, she's going to sign off on the title, right?
Yes,
You don't want
ma'am.
the title in your name?
Nope, ma'am.
Very good. Judgment for the plaintiff, the amount of $1,600. Thank you.
Parties are excused. Step out, please.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
If I had a child or I lived in Delaware, I wouldn't have moved to Georgia.
I got another son in Florida also, so...
You want to pollinate half the civilized world, sir? I would suggest you do it in the same state.
Judge Judy.
No comment.
My uncle had told me that my aunt would co-sign for me for a car.
I went over to her work and told her about it when I took it.
No drinking, no partying with the car. They took it a couple months later for no reason at all, just because I didn't hang out with them. That's it.
The insurance, it's not right. You do wrong with the car, you get it taken away.
She had the option to come and get the car back. All she had to do was get her own insurance. I didn't want people on my insurance riding around with her.
I didn't party with the car. I wasn't driving if I ever did drink when I had the car.
My mom tried to do a good thing and she got burned.
Well, hopefully everybody can just get along.
As far as speaking with them ever again, not hurt by it.
Just not do favors for anybody. That's basically it.
Alan Winters is suing his ex-boyfriend, Rolando Conejo, for a truck loan and for assaulting him during a dinner party.
Order. All rise. Yeah, it's case number 23 on the calendar in the matter of Winters versus Conejo.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Judge. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated. Gentlemen, have a seat, please.
Mr. Winters, you and the defendant were in a relationship for a couple of years, according to what I've read, lived together, and then the relationship ended, unfortunately, unamicably. It is your claim that you loaned the defendant some money to buy a truck.
Yes, ma'am.
And then it is your claim that he assaulted you.
Yes, ma'am.
The defendant says that he paid for the truck through services.
Correct.
Took care of your home, took care of things for the 2 years that you lived together, also paid money towards your mortgage every month that should be counted towards the truck debt. And this truck debt came about as a result of a loan that he had with someone else that he had been involved with. And when the two of you became involved, you said you don't want any strings attached, so you paid off the truck loan to the other person, thereby making him only beholden to you for this debt.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, when I met Alan, he offered, and that was his idea. He said, Rolando, I can help you with this. As long as you take care of the chihuahuas, help me remodeling the house, because...
Just a second. How much did you pay for the truck?
I paid $7,538 for the truck.
And how much did the defendant pay you back?
He, on June 1st, he gave me a check for $3,000.
What was the $3,000 for, sir?
For the truck.
Fine. Leaving a balance of $4,538. Because if he told you to take care of the chihuahuas in exchange for the truck, you wouldn't have given him $3,000, right?
Right.
It's going to be like shooting fish in a barrel.
He's thinking that's a lot of chihuahuas.
Your Honor.
What?
He also said, if you help me to remodel the house, that would contribute towards the loan. So in my mind, I always understood that, okay, I'm going to take care of the chihuahuas, I'm going to help in remodeling the house.
Just forget the chihuahuas. What did you do to remodel the house?
We demolished the back of the house. That was hours of labor. And I also helped him to title a new bathroom and kitchen.
How many hours of labor did you put in the back?
Well, throughout the 2 years, I would say more than 100 hours.
Yes.
Yeah, originally, there were two loans. And last Tuesday, we went to small claims court in Utah, and he was given financial credit for the work that he did on my house.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. And I have evidence to prove that.
Okay, so that was one loan, but you've already resolved the issue, therefore,
yes, ma'am.
with regard to any work that he may have done to pay down a loan.
Yes, ma'am.
So why are you bringing it up again? You only get credit for the work once, sir.
I don't know. He's the one that is doing all this right now. And we had a fight the last time, and...
You can only bring up the work once. Now, you want to go into this assault, sir?
Yes, ma'am. On December 1st, 2006, I was having friends over for dinner. I was having Mike and another friend over for dinner. Mike is my witness.
Mr. Winters, this assault happened December 1st, 2006.
Yes, ma'am.
When did you and the defendant separate?
In July of 2006.
Your Honor?
In July, shh, put your hand down, you'll have a chance. So this assault allegedly happened after you separated?
Yes, ma'am. We remained friends.
Fine. December 1st, 2006. I'll hear you.
Okay. He dropped the dogs off because he provided dog for me. But the chihuahuas were owned by both of us. So he came over at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, dropped the dogs off, went up to a job interview, came back to my house at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we were talking, and I asked him if he was drunk. And he said, no, I'm tired. I haven't been drinking. I knew that he had been drinking, so we went to get groceries because he was cooking Costa Rican dinner for our guests. And on the way to the grocery store, I told him, I said, Rolando, I know you're drunk, and I know you lied to me about it. You don't need to lie to me about being drunk. I knew he was going through a hard time or whatever. So when we got back to the house, it escalated into an argument, and he started to approach me. And the police had already been involved once before, and so I put up my hand and I stopped him. I said, don't come near me. If you come any closer to me, I'm going to call the police. You know that you'll be arrested immediately. So he didn't, and then I said, I want you to leave my house. You're not to stay here for dinner. I don't want this argument to happen in front of friends. And he refused to leave, so he sat on my couch for hours. He said nothing. So I sat on a chair opposite him, and I was reading or whatever. And all of a sudden, he just pops up, and he's very animated, and he said, okay, we need to cook dinner. This was a few hours later. So he starts cooking dinner, and I go in the kitchen, and I'm chopping things up for him. And I told him, I said, you have to promise me that you will not drink anymore tonight, and that you will not argue with me or bring up an argument while my friends are here. And he promised. So Mike and my other friend came to the house, and Rolando was very animated. He was a very gracious host. His dinner was delicious, and we had a really nice dinner. Well, after dinner, we were playing a game called Shut the Box, and it requires each player to have 10 $1 bills. I knew Rolando did not have that money, so I offered to give him 10 $1 bills earlier, and that's one thing that caused an argument earlier because of the money issue. So we were in the front room, and he would come in and out, and he was very pensive, and he would sit and watch us, and then he would disappear. The game becomes very rambunctious. We were screaming and yelling and having a good time and laughing. And we were also drinking cocktails. And the next thing we know, Rolando showed up in the living room wearing nothing but my bathrobe. He had gone into my bedroom and taken off all his clothes, and he had his underwear and my bathrobe on. And he came in immediately, started verbally attacking me, and Mike and I watched him, and we didn't comment. We said nothing. My other friend is a person that I also used to date, and so Rolando started to argue with him, and my other friend started to defend me. After a while of hearing Mr. Conejo just scream and yell, the three of us went into the kitchen to get away from him. And so...
And left him?
Yes, ma'am, in the living room. He followed us into the kitchen. He picked up a glass of water, and he went to throw the water on me, but he hit my other friend, who's not here today. And then before I knew it, he was just hitting me in the face. And I have pictures of my face
I'd like to see
to show. I also have a letter from the Victims Resource Center from Salt Lake City. So Mike and my other friend grabbed Mr. Conejo and held him down, but he wouldn't stop fighting. There was blood all over my kitchen. I went into the bathroom to see what my face looked like because I'm a flight attendant. They won't allow me to fly when my face is cut up. And it came to a point Rolando would not stop. He just would not stop. And so my friend picked him up physically and threw him off my front porch. He landed in a pile in the snow. And my friend wasn't even sure if he was hurt because he landed on a sidewalk in the snow.
He was wearing his bathrobe at the time?
He was wearing my bathrobe at the time. And so a few minutes later, Mr. Conejo once again jumped up and took off. And that's why I didn't call the police.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
You know, he has to have help in order to get rid of this problem. Unless you have a problem, too. I don't know if you have a problem, too. But he has a problem.
And later today,
How could they be so stupid? What did they see in him? Why would they want to take their hard-earned money and give it to that piece of nothing?
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Alan Winter says ex-boyfriend Rolando Conejo owes for a truck loan and for assaulting him during a dinner party.
Okay, Mr. Conejo, let me hear what happened on December the 1st, if you remember.
First of all, I want to mention that we were still in our relationship.
Wonderful. What happened on December 1st?
On December 1st...
Tell me how he got all cut up.
On December 1st, he called me and said, Rolando, come over. I want to invite you to have some cocktails to drink. And I went over to drink with him. And then he's like, we can invite some people over to play games. And that was Mike and his other friend. And Alan and me and his other friend, we were drinking. I had been in this relationship for 2 years. It was very dysfunctional. Alan would come from flying, and he
I want to hear about December 1st.
Well, we were drinking, and Alan punched me on the face because I told their friends that I had to put this facade pretending that we were in this good relationship. So he punched me in the face because I said that, and then he started attacking me, and we got in this fight. His friend...
May I see the photographs of your face, please?
I don't have a photograph, but
he punched you?
He punched me first.
Then did you... I'd like to see the police report.
I don't have one, but this is a pattern that Alan has.
I don't want to hear pattern. I want to hear the police report.
In May, we had a fight.
I don't want to hear May. I want to hear December.
I don't have a report on that.
Where did you go after you ran away?
I didn't run away. He kicked me out of the house.
Where did you go?
I went to John, that is my witness.
John, stand up. John, you have a last name?
Crapo.
Mr. Crapo, you remember December 1st?
I do.
I'd like you to describe the defendant's condition when he came to your house. First, how did he get there?
He said he walked. It's about 3 blocks away.
Then what was he wearing?
A bathrobe.
And how did he appear to you?
Very distraught. He was crying. He was bleeding.
Listen to me. Was he drunk?
Yes. That's it.
Okay. You have a drinking problem, sir? You have an alcohol problem. You know, I've been in the business for a long time. I can tell alcohol problem from a mile away. You have to stop drinking. He may be able to handle it. You can't. You have to stop drinking. Are you living with this gentleman now?
I am.
You know he has to have help in order to get rid of this problem. Unless you have a problem too. I don't know if you have a problem too. But he has a problem.
I understand what you're saying.
Have you suggested to him that he get some help for his drinking?
No.
Why not?
I'm not sure it's to that point.
It's that point. He needs help for his drinking. He may be a functioning alcoholic, but he needs help for his drinking.
As does Alan, I believe.
Not the same way.
Okay.
Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $5,000. That's all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bodies are excused. You may step out.
He just has an anger problem. He has jealousy problems.
It was a very dysfunctional relationship because he would come home with emotional problems, issues, and it was not good.
He definitely has an anger problem and alcohol as well.
Alan is an alcoholic too.
At first I thought he was kidding because this was the first time I've ever seen it.
He was the one that initiated.
Calendar in the matter of Walentine versus Tomaselli. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Folks, have a seat.
Mr. Walentine, it is your claim that the defendant assaulted you at a party, causing you physical injury. You had substantial dental bills. You still have some work that has to be done. You want to be compensated for the assault. Mr. Tomaselli says that you started it, he finished it, and you were unruly. You touched him first, and he acted in self-defense. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. What is your name?
Amber Trill.
This is the lovely Amber. Sit down, Amber. I'm not with you yet, but I will be. When did this happen, Mr. Walentine?
If I could recall the exact date, it would be
The questions
April
are going to
3rd.
get harder. Listen to me, Mr. Walentine. The questions are going to get harder. The date should be something that's fixed in your memory.
The night of April 3rd, 2004.
See, we're not going to play with each other. The only one that has a good time here is me. And you and the lovely Miss Amber were at a party together?
Yes.
Whose party was it?
Kind of my party, a going away party.
Going from where to where, Mr. Walentine?
I am from New Mexico, so I was visiting. I do live in Seattle right now.
And in whose house was the party?
It was kind of an office building that they renovated into a music venue.
And how did Amber get to the party?
On her own, driving.
You don't know how she got there?
No.
Was she a friend of yours before April 3rd of 2004?
Yeah, we've known each other for about 3 years.
But you did not know Mr. Tomaselli?
I did not know.
All right, so give me your version, please, of what happened on the evening of April 3rd.
It was going well. The music was going. I did notice Ed and his friends hanging out at the party earlier. I didn't.
Mr. Walentine,
I'm sorry.
could you try to focus on me, sir? Focus on me. Not up in the air, not in the heavens, not at your shoes. Try to focus on me. So when you're thinking, you can think and look at me at the same time.
Okay.
Okay.
To my left, Amber was standing in the corner, talking with some friends. We gave each other a hug. We ended up talking for about another 5 minutes. Finished, continuing going into the hallway where Ed was standing. Said, "Oh, hi, Ed. This is my friend PJ." "Hi, Ed." And instead of extending his hand out to greet me, he just cocked back and punched me in the face. And at that point, I started bleeding. I stepped back and exited, went to my car because I'm bleeding. I didn't want to fight. I just went, to my party.
How come you didn't call the police?
Because he had left already. Sure, I could call.
How do you know he left already if you went to your car?
Because Amber dragged him out, and I noticed this while I was leaving.
Okay, Mr. Tomaselli, now let's hear your version of the events.
On this night, I'd gone to the party. I was with my friends.
How did you get to the party?
I had taken Amber out for a couple of cocktails earlier, and while we were having cocktails, I don't drink, but Miss Triolo was. She said she was going to a party she was going to bartend at. "Would you like to go?" I said, "Sure." We were going to hook up, go to this party, hopefully go home later to my house. Maybe not. We weren't an item at that time.
Could we, listen, I'm not interested in the potential romance.
Okay, but this is how I got...
I'm just interested in how you got this. So you knew her before.
Yes, Your Honor.
How long had you known Amber?
About a year and a half.
Had you dated?
Yes, Your Honor.
You dated exclusively or just off and on?
Off and on.
All right. So you saw her on the evening of April 3rd. You had a couple of drinks with her, and then she invited you to come to this party.
I did not drink, Your Honor. I don't drink. I haven't drank in years. I'm a wrestler, athlete, professional athlete.
Okay.
I didn't drink. So I went to this party. Amber was already there. We were standing in a circle.
Who was we?
Me, my friends, and Amber.
Could you look at me when
Mr. Walentine came in from outside, started snuggling up next to Amber. Amber introduced us all. I said, that's messed up, because they were snuggling. I thought I was going to be with Amber, so I walked away. When I was walking away, Mr. Walentine came up behind me, pursued me down this hallway, and said, "What's up, dog?" Okay, he did not put his hand out. He had his hand clenched. He reached out to me. Through my experience,
How did you see that, sir, if you were walking away and he was behind you?
I was in the hallway where I turned around to see what was going on. I walked through the hallway. There was a lot of people. I turned around to see where my buddies were, and Mr. Walentine was behind me.
Yes.
He put his hand on my shoulder, said, "What's up,
How did he
dog?"
put his hand on your shoulder?
Reached out towards me.
Touched your shoulder.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
At that time, I turned around and said, "I'm not your dog." And yes, I did hit him. Through my experience and expertise, I know when someone comes up behind you and says, "What's up, dog?" he has bad intentions. A man this size has the potential of hurting me, someone my size, very badly.
All right, Amber. Front and center. You and Mrs. Tomaselli were out earlier that evening?
Yes.
Mr. Tomaselli did not drink?
No.
You got to the party? You went with him?
No.
You went in your own car?
I believe so, yes.
Try getting it more specific than that. Did
Yeah,
you go in
I
your own
drove.
car or did you go with Mr. Tomaselli?
No, I drove.
So you met there?
Yes.
Why do I feel as if I'm telling the story by myself? These are not trick questions. They may get harder, but right now they're not trick questions, Amber. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You were present at the time that Mr. Walentine was struck in the mouth?
Yes.
Tell me how that happened. Try looking at me when you tell me how that happened.
We were talking, Patrick and I, and Mr. Tomaselli walked up and I said, "Hey Ed, how's it going?" You know, I gave him a hug, told him hi. And I introduced him to PJ, and instead of them meeting each other, he just socked him in the face.
Why would he do that?
Jealousy.
He wasn't drunk or anything, right?
No.
He was clearly angry because he said, "Hey, that's messed up." Right, Mr. Tomaselli?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, who are you?
My name's Kyle McElroy.
Kyle, you were there that day.
I was there that evening.
Good. And I know that you're dying to tell me your version of these events, aren't you, Kyle?
I can't wait.
Well, then just step up here, Kyle. Kyle, how old are you?
I'm 21.
How long have you known Mr. Tomaselli?
I knew none of the parties that night.
How'd you get to this party?
Through a friend of mine. It's a Wednesday night kegger that, as far as I knew, it was like a deal that they had every Wednesday.
Wednesday night, the West Wing is on. Why would anybody want to go to a kegger?
So, would you like me to tell
I
my story?
would.
Okay. Like he said, we were standing there talking. Amber, we were sitting there talking to Amber. This guy walked up. We were introduced. We were standing there. Then Ed got, frustrated, decided to...
Just a minute. I'm going to ask you to speculate. Why did Ed get frustrated?
Well, like you say, the girl he thought he was coming to meet at the party was...
Canoodling.
Canoodling. So...
With somebody else.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I saw Ed walking away. The guy kind of came up behind him and kind of turned his shoulder. "What's up, dog?" Ed said, "I'm not your dog."
Well, you just did something. You said, "What's up, dog?" And then you did something like extend your hand.
But kind of, yeah, well...
What does that mean?
Well, like I said...
Touched him on his shoulder, right?
Yeah. Ed took it as a threat, obviously. Punched the guy.
Sit down.
Thank you.
You too. Mr. Tomaselli, you're clearly a very powerful young man. You are proficient in the martial arts.
Yes, Your Honor.
One of the things that they teach you, because I know I have grandchildren who take these martial art classes, is you're supposed to be able to control yourself, Mr. Tomaselli, right?
Yes,
it's all
Your Honor.
about control, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't think you controlled yourself well that night, Mr. Tomaselli. I think you got very angry. You can't even make an excuse that you had something to drink, but you hurt him badly. And there was no aggression on his part, not even according to your witness. He was probably stupid drunk, but he's just sort of a big goof. Mr. Tomaselli, I want you to trust me. He's really just sort of a big goof.
If you say so, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Tomaselli, he didn't come up behind you, spin you around, and punch you. He came up, put his hand on you, and said to you, "What's up, dog?" Now, I don't know what that means, and I may be out of things. You know, my children are older than Officer Byrd's children. Do you know what "what's up, dog" means? What does it mean?
How you doing, man?
How you doing? That's what it would seem to me to mean. What's up, dog? It's not necessarily a term of endearment, but it's not, you know, choose your weapons. We're going to, you know, we're going to joust.
Not from my mouth, at least.
Oh, you're just a big doughboy. He's, you know, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. Not a bad guy. Let me see your dental bills, Mr. Valentine.
The first occurred is for the infection. I got all puffed up and in pain. I couldn't sleep for 3 days, and
you're right.
That
I
had
know.
to get antibiotics, painkillers, so I could finally sleep and go back to work.
Which tooth was it? The tooth that's missing?
Yeah.
That one? You need an implant there?
I still need to get my implant.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And later today,
Where did you pick Mr. Holloway up?
Commerce Casino.
Who else was with him?
2 other gentlemen, like young, like 2 20-year-olds or something like that.
Maybe that's what you were fighting with your fiancé about.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Patrick Wallentine says fellow partygoer Ed Tomaselli punched him in the mouth. Ed says Patrick was too friendly with his date.
What do you do for a living?
I do a lot of things, but right now,
What you just said, what's your favorite thing?
my favorite?
Yeah. You know, you do a lot of things, though. Tell me what your favorite,
My
what
favorite
your fave is.
is to sing and host people, kind of like parties.
This is so painful.
That's my favorite thing. But right now, I do have a painting business and a construction business that I work for. So but I can do anything.
Can't put in an implant.
I can.
See what I mean? Mr. Tomaselli,
Yes, Your Honor.
harmless. You misjudged his intent. Put your hand down.
Sorry.
All right? He's a lover, not a fighter. Do you know what I mean? He didn't want to hurt you. And you overreacted because you were angry. And you have to pay for that. Judgment for the plaintiff for the amount of $5,000. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Ed didn't tell the truth. I did not touch him.
It was a tombstone, flying ruckus, left.
I fell back, and that's all, and I walked out.
Went down like everybody.
Maybe he's been choked a couple times, can't really remember it quite straight.
When they step up to the plate, like Hank Aaron, they just knock him out of the park.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Soyak versus Holloway. Step forward, please.
Limousine driver James Soyak is suing former client, business owner Tim Holloway, for an unpaid hotel bill. James says Tim is a scammer.
Mr. Holloway, how old are you, sir?
33.
What kind of work do you do, sir?
I have a maintenance company.
How long have you had it?
My dad had it since '59. I took it over about 3 years ago.
He's no longer involved in the business.
Sometimes, yeah.
So he still goes into the office
Correct.
on a daily basis?
2 or 3 times a week.
Are you making this up as we're going along, sir?
No.
Are you trying to give me accurate answers? Because you never can tell why I'm asking you these questions.
Correct.
Now, do you live alone or do you live with someone else?
I live with my fiance.
Did you move into her place or did you move in someplace together?
Together.
When?
2 years ago.
What's the address?
North Wilson.
How large an apartment is it?
It's a condo. 2 bedrooms, 2 baths.
Are you renting or did you buy it?
We're renting that.
Are you both on the lease?
Yes.
I love this, like shooting fish in a barrel. Now, Mr. Soyak, you drive a limousine.
Yes, ma'am.
And your complaint is that you drove Mr. Holloway in your limousine to a casino, hotel.
Yes.
And he told you that he'd forgotten his wallet and he needed a hotel room. So you agreed to put the hotel room on your credit card.
Yes, ma'am.
That's not true.
He used the room and then stiffed you for the reimbursement.
I rented 2 rooms for him, $99 each.
In addition, He didn't have his wallet, so he said he needed some money. You gave him cash. He gave you a check
Yes, ma'am.
for $300. The check bounced.
Yes.
That's
So-
not true.
What's not true, sir?
The room, not the check.
Let's talk about the check.
Okay.
Let me hear.
I gave him a check. Me and my fiance was having problems at the house. I couldn't get to what I need to get to the bank. I owe him for the $300, but the hotel room, it never
Now,
happened.
okay. Now, Mr. Holloway, your last paragraph of your answer, which you swore to, sir, says, I did give him a check for $300, which was returned. I explained that I had just moved and was having problems with my bank account.
I did just move.
No, just a second. I explained that I had just moved.
Same thing I just said. I
No,
was
no,
having
no. That's
problems
not. Mr. Holloway, let me understand something, sir. No more than 5 minutes ago, I said to you, where do you live? You gave me the address. Who
Right.
do you live with? I live with my fiance. How long have you lived there in the condo? 2 years. Did you sign a lease? Yes.
That's what I said. But I just moved. If we was having problems, evidently I had to leave because we was having problems. So I did leave. Now now we reconciled. That's one thing. But I did leave. So what I told you is the truth.
Can I see the bills for the 2 rooms, please? Mr. Soyak, how long have you been driving a limousine?
10 years.
Okay. You ever had this kind of trouble?
Never.
Mr. Soyak, let me explain something to you. Don't be an idiot. You don't take out your credit card, allow somebody to put money on your credit card. You don't take checks
Yes,
from people
ma'am.
you don't
You're
know.
absolutely right. No,
Good.
it'll never
Can I have
happen
it,
again.
please? The rooms you rented for $99, but he certainly did a lot more damage than the $99.
He drank everything in the bar. Plus movies, plus phone calls.
I never went in the room.
Okay. You owe him a whole bunch of money, sir. You owe him for these 2 hotel rooms. Who else was with you? Who else was with him, Mr. Soyak?
He found a couple of young gentlemen. They were walking the street while we were in Old Town Pasadena. And he claimed he's a music producer. And I don't know how he knew these guys can sing, but he made friends with them and invited them later to be picked up in the car. And we drove them also to the Commerce Casino. He didn't want the other two men to sleep in the same room as him, so he wanted me to get a separate room for them.
That's a lie. That never happened.
It's not a lie because I have my witnesses
Mr. Holloway,
here.
Mr. Holloway.
I have my witnesses here. My other driver that picked him up Sunday.
So you dropped him off and somebody else picked him up?
Yes.
Who picked him up?
Richard, he's my co-driver.
Step up, sir. Your last name?
Thompson.
Where did you pick Mr. Holloway up?
Commerce Casino.
Who else was with him?
2 other gentlemen, like young, like 2 20-year-olds or something like that.
Maybe that's what you were fighting with your fiancé about. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $1,113. That's all. Step out.
Thank you.
It's case number 553 on the calendar in the matter of Doss versus Trouser.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated. Folks have a seat.
Miss Doss, would you take that off the bench, please? Put him on the floor. Miss Doss, this is your aunt and uncle?
Yes.
And your complaint alleges that they allowed their dog to be off leash and in a situation that frightened you, which caused you to jump up on the hood of your car to escape the dog, causing damage to your car. You want them to be responsible for the damage to your car.
Yes.
Their defense is sort of that you overreacted to the puppy. Okay. Now, what kind of puppy do you have?
A pit bull.
And how old is the puppy?
About a year.
That's not a puppy anymore.
Or older.
Shh. A year isn't a puppy anymore. And is it a boy or a girl?
Boy.
How much does he weigh?
About 40 pounds.
And you were going over to your aunt and uncle's house because it was your birthday?
It was.
So tell me what happened when you got there.
I would like to say, first of all, the dog is vicious.
Listen to me. Tell me what happened when you got there.
I went over there, parked, got out the car, and went into my auntie house, which was the side door. I went in there, my aunt was not home, but my uncle and my little cousin, which is the witness over there, was there. And I was talking to my uncle, we left, we was happy to see each other. After me being over there maybe 10 minutes, my uncle asked me to let his son out the driveway because I was parked behind their vehicle. So when I went out there, I was just walking past their car to get to my car to let them out. And as I was passing the car, and the dog just jumped out of the car and got the...
How did it jump out of the car? Through?
He had the windows down.
Stand. Over. Move over. What's your first name?
Walter.
Walter. When did you get this dog?
A couple weeks before she came.
And who did you get it from?
My sister.
Did you pick the dog up from your sister's house?
Yes.
How did I know these things? It's like I live in your house, right?
Right.
Walter, how do you think I knew that you picked the dog up at your sister's house? How do you think I knew that? You think I have cameras? Think I have some sort of a globe that I can look in? You know how I know that you picked the dog up from someplace? Now, what was the dog doing out in your car?
I was putting him in the car to ride with me to grab my little cousin from the movies.
How long had your sister had the dog?
A couple months.
And where did your sister get the dog from?
Her baby father.
And how long had he had the dog before he gave it to your sister?
At birth. And he gave it to her.
So he got the dog from birth. And then he gave it to your sister. Your sister had it for a couple of months and said, I can't handle it anymore, you take it. So you took it.
Yes.
And then without a leash, you put the dog in the car and left the windows open.
Yes.
Is anything that I said wrong?
No.
Sit. So, Mr. Trouser, when he brought this 8-month-old pit bull over to you, did you know he was bringing it?
Yes.
So you must have had a discussion with your daughter.
Yes.
And she had had the dog for 2-3 months, according to him, right?
Correct.
Why was she getting rid of the dog?
She just hit a baby.
And?
And she was working.
And?
And there was no one there to take care of the dog.
Well, who takes care of the baby?
We do.
We do.
Well, then she brings over the baby and the dog.
No, she brings over the baby. We went and got the dog.
Did she have the dog first or the baby first?
Right. She had the dog when she was pregnant.
Genius.
Yes.
All right, I would like to see what kind of damage you did to this car from jumping up on the roof. Now, what'd the dog do when it jumped out of the window?
Got the jumping all over me, got the nibbling, like trying to bite me. He was going crazy. At some point, he latched on my feet, like at the bottom of my heel, and I just kind of, was trying to run and scoop, because my car was literally right behind his car. So that was the nearest thing I could, grab from this dog to get off of me once he latched into my shoe. As he snatched my shoe off, I jumped on the hood of my car. He proceeded to jump on my car, jump off, slide off the car. I was just lucky enough that I had my sunroof open in my car, and I had to dive head first into my sunroof. At that point, the dog was jumping on and off the car, running around my car, trying to get me. He didn't have on a collar nor a leash. So they couldn't get the dog. It's hard to get a dog if you don't have anything to grab onto. So it took him like 5 minutes. If I'm not mistaken, I'm sure his son ran and got something, maybe a rope or something.
What did you do?
I grabbed the dog. I grabbed the dog.
How did you grab the dog?
With my hand.
How? Around?
She hid to the hood of her car. As I was getting out the car, she had dropped her phone. I noticed that the dog was attacking her. So by the time she made it to her car, I was trying to kicking the dog away from her as he was still trying to play with her, because he really is a family dog. But as you know, as he sees her jumping around and moving, so he just see reactions. And I just grabbed him, took him in the house and locked him up.
Where'd you lock him?
In his cage.
How long does he stay in his crate?
Just over the night.
Don't you have a leash and collar for him?
Yes.
Why wasn't he wearing it?
He did have a leash.
Why wasn't he wearing it?
He was.
So that would have been easy for you to grab him by the leash.
Yes.
But you didn't grab him by a leash.
No, he didn't have a chain. He had a leash on.
Collar.
Collar.
He's talking about his collar. He had his
Collar is different from a leash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sit.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
What do you do for a living?
I work at a group home.
Stay there. Don't go to law school. because you're not getting it. You're stubborn-headed.
And later today,
Miss Myers, you can't collect child support for a child who's emancipated.
But they are letting him do that, and I give it to Isaiah.
I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe that
I swear under oath. I give Isaiah every dime.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Talisha Doss says her aunt and uncle, Connie and Walter Trouser, owe for damage to the hood of her car. Talisha says she was chased by their son's pit bull and had no choice but to jump on the vehicle.
You have anything else you want to say to me?
You gotta understand, my house is like what everyone come to, all the kids and everything else. And we had the dog there, and the dog is used to the environment. The dog is a family dog.
He's not vicious.
He jumped out of the window of a car.
Probably just it was a nice day, and he probably just jumped out the window. He wasn't actually attacking her.
That's what he said.
Out the car.
Is your son lying to me?
She just need that dog.
No, listen to me. Is your son lying to me?
What do you mean? Is he lying to you about what?
He said the dog was attacking her.
He was just going after her.
No.
I asked her specifically.
No, listen to me. I just asked you a question. Your son just said to me he was attacking her. I saw him attacking her.
No,
that's what he
was
said.
not attacking her, according to him. He was playing with her.
My auntie wasn't home.
He was playing with her. He doesn't matter. He was playing with you.
I'm just asking you. That's what he said he saw. Now, you weren't home, right?
No.
That's what your son said. We can play back the tape for you. Your son said, I saw him attacking her.
But the point was not that he wasn't coming after her. No. She jumped on her own car.
Listen to me.
Buck never jumped on her car. I asked her specifically, did she do that?
Listen to me. He didn't have to jump. Okay. Miss Chaz, are you being serious with me?
I'm being very
Are you being serious with me? Well, you're being very foolish. I'm not going to allow you to continue because you're just being very foolish. A, you weren't there. B, listen to me carefully. Listen, you may get away with talking at home over somebody. You don't get away with talking over me.
Well,
if your dog put a stranger, and she's a stranger because she's not the owner of the dog, you're the homeowner, and you allowed the dog in your house, let's say instead of injuring her car, look at me, pay attention, don't look up in the air, annoyed. Let's say instead of damaging her car, when she jumped up on the car to escape the dog, who your son says, because he was there, was attacking her, and let's say she broke her arm in addition to damaging her car, you would also be responsible for her medical bills and her pain and suffering because you allowed the dog to be unleashed, and it's your dog. Now, she may have, put your hand down and listen, you're going to learn something. She may, let us assume, have overreacted to the extent of the danger from your dog. It's still your fault. That's why you are not permitted to allow a dog to be free without a leash unless it's in a designated area. Like in a dog
property.
Listen to me. It's not on your property if you invite guests to your home.
I didn't invite her.
Oh, my God. Yeah, listen to me. What do you do for a living?
I work at a group home.
Yeah, stay there. Don't go to law school because you're not getting it. You're stubborn-headed. And if you have a dog in your house that has displayed any sort of propensity for either being vicious or apparently so, because according to the son over here, who now looks mildly bored, the dog was attacking her, which is why he grabbed it. Anybody that is now injured in or around your home because of this dog, it's going to be your responsibility. Do you own your home?
Yes.
Do you have homeowners insurance?
Yes.
You're going to have to use it. And you don't want to be in that position. I'm just giving you fair warning. Judgment for the plaintiff for the damage to the car in the amount of $546. Thank you. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
You know, I love my auntie dearly.
I just think she's being greedy.
We all was close.
And selfish.
She left in my face.
She wanted somebody, and I told her I'm not giving her a quarter.
And it kind of got to me that she didn't even care.
She jumped on her own car.
I could have got bit instead of a scratch on the car.
No, it separated the family.
I don't know. Hopefully, time will heal.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Myers versus Claire. Step forward, please.
Carmelita Myers is suing her ex-husband, Frank Clare III, for his share of their daughter's volleyball fees.
Miss Myers, is this your daughter? You sure you want her in here?
Yes, sir. Yes,
why?
She's a witness.
Okay. Mr. Clare, how many children do you and Miss Myers have?
2, Judge.
This young
Judge,
lady-
I'm a little uncomfortable with my daughter in here.
I think you may be right, and I may put her outside.
Thanks.
So just answer a few questions for me, please. Now, you have 2 children. This young lady who's 16, and her brother who is how old?
20.
Now, you are currently under a child support order, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You pay child support for both children?
Yes, I do.
And what is the child support order?
$259 bi-weekly
And you've been paying that for how long, sir?
since birth. But they wasn't receiving it until it got cut off because I was unemployed. Then she had it reinstated. I don't know exactly how long it's been reinstated because it seemed like I've been paying all my life.
Okay. Now, your first name is?
Nikita.
Okay. If I need you, I'll call you. You can go outside. Thank you. Okay. So what the case is about, Miss Myers, it is your claim that Mr. Clare owes you money for volleyball fees for your daughter so that she could be on the volleyball team in school, which you believe, which is all speculative, will enhance her ability to get a scholarship to college. And you claim that Mr. Clare made an agreement that he would pay for half of those fees. Now, is it correct, Miss Myers, that Mr. Clare is currently paying his child support?
Yes, ma'am. They take it out of his check.
And that order is for 2 children?
Yes, ma'am.
What does your 20-year-old do?
He just recently got his PERK card, and he's a security officer, and he's also going to school to be a barber.
What was he doing until recently?
He was working at McDonald's as a manager.
Was he living at home?
He hasn't lived at home in 3 years. He's married.
So this order of $259 biweekly is just for your daughter?
No, ma'am. The child support order was just put in for 2007. Before that, he never paid any child support. So he continued to pay Isaiah because of money that he never gave him before 2007. And he wasn't giving it to him then until I put the order in.
Just a second. Miss Myers, you can't collect child support for a child who is emancipated.
But they are letting him do that, and Mr. Clare is agreeing because prior to 2007, he never gave Isaiah anything.
I'm not agreeing.
Just a second. Has nothing to do with that. If he were to give Isaiah money, because he wants to do that, if he wants to make a gift to his child, that's one thing.
Well, I give it to
But
Isaiah.
Just a second. I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe that.
I swear under oath. I give Isaiah every dime.
Fine. Then what you have to do is you have to go to family court and you have to say, I want to stop the child support order for 2 children because one of my children has been emancipated for 3 years, and if his father wants to give him money, he can give him the money.
I mean, that's fine. He's the one that agreed.
I did not agree.
I know it's fine.
But the court told me to issue it to him, Your Honor, and that's what I've been doing.
You show me where the court directed that you give the money to your son Isaiah, and that's what you've been doing. Show me where the court says that this is an order for 2 children. Let me see. I never saw an order like that in my life.
Wait, stand with him.
Please point to someplace where you told the court that you were going to give this money to your son Isaiah. Show me.
Well, first of all, Your Honor, because he lives out of the house doesn't mean he doesn't need help.
Miss Myers, just show me. You said that was in an order. And I said to you, show me where it says in the order that you told the court that you were going to give the money to your son. Show me.
It's his name right here, so it's supposed to go to him. Well, that's what I gave it to him because, and I give Nikita her money.
And I suggest if a 20-year-old is old enough to get married and make a family for himself.
Does he have a family?
Yes, he does. He has a wife. That's a family.
Okay. But he's only been married like 8 months.
Then I suggest you take $259 a month and put it towards your daughter's volleyball.
But why do I have to put it towards her volleyball? She has other fees that needs to be paid.
Miss Myers, if you believe that you are entitled to increased support for your daughter, go back to court.
I did.
And what did they say?
A modification is pending now.
Very good. Then we don't have to deal with it. Your case is dismissed, that's all.
What has that got to do with the volleyball?
Very easy. If you believe that volleyball is necessary for your 16-year-old daughter, then the court will entertain that application. The court, not this court, the support court.
This has nothing to do with supporting her. This is her volleyball.
Oh, yes, it does. You say it does not. But her school, her fees, her medical, her dental, her clothes, her after-school activities,
Cannot be
all
paid with
for...
$249,
Goodbye, Miss Myers.
Your Honor.
You get one bite of the apple. When are you going back to family court for your modification case?
I'm waiting on an answer. I don't know.
When did you file it?
I filed it 2 months ago, and I haven't heard anything.
I'm sure you'll be hearing from them soon.
I
Yeah.
filed on the 16th.
16th.
To have him taken off.
Great. And then, sir, you'll have some extra money, and then, if you want to help out with the volleyball,
But he
you
said he
can
was
give
gonna
it
pay half, Your Honor.
directly to your daughter for her volleyball fees. Do you understand?
I understand, Judge.
So if you filed for a modification, because that's why she's here, to have the child support cut, and if you are successful, and you might be, I suggest that as a good father, what you might want to do is help her out with her volleyball fees.
I will.
Do you understand?
But what about the
Goodbye.
last 2 years?
One on the calendar in the matter of Crum versus Napier. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Ladies, have seats.
Is this your mother?
Yes.
What's your first name?
My first name, Angela.
Let me see if I understand the relationships here. Miss Crum, you belong to a dart league. You were playing darts at a sports bar.
Yes.
On your team was Mrs. Napier's boyfriend.
He's the dart captain.
He's the captain.
Yes.
So far correct?
Yes.
Now, according to you, this young lady, Angela, assaulted you and you were injured at the sports bar where you were competing in a dart contest.
Yes.
Along with Mrs. Napier's boyfriend.
Correct.
Angela said that she didn't lay a hand on you. But she does say that there was certain interaction with you on that evening. What was the date?
November 11th, 2002.
So I am going to start with Angela because I was really interested in her answer. What time, Angela, did you and your mother get to the sports bar?
It was probably around 6 or 7.
And you got there, I assume, to watch the boyfriend in the dart game. Is that right?
Yeah.
And what is his name?
Rob.
Does he live with your mother?
Yes.
Do you live with your mother?
Yes.
So I want you to tell me what you saw happen with Miss Crum that irritated you.
Okay. We were there, we were all having a good time, and she had been all over basically every man in the bar that night.
What does that mean, all over?
Like hugging, kissing, dancing. She had her hands all over.
Hugging, kissing, dancing, her arm draped over them, around their waist, that sort of
Exactly.
thing. And that irritated you.
No, that didn't irritate me.
Must have been memorable for you because you remember it.
Oh, yeah, I remember it.
Go ahead.
And then as she started doing the same thing with my mother's boyfriend, that started to irritate me and irritated my mother, of course.
Now, tell me exactly what you saw her do to Rob.
Okay, he was sitting at the table by my mother, and she walked up behind him and put her arms around him and kissed him on the cheek.
Around his neck?
Yeah, around his neck. He was sitting.
And what did he do?
He just looked at my mom like, what should I do? He didn't say or do anything,
No.
really.
He looked at your mother. Show me the expression on his face.
Gosh, it was just like
Okay.
big-eyed, you know, like, I don't know what to do.
So she put her arms around his neck and kissed him on the cheek from behind.
Right.
Next.
And my mom got upset, told her to get her hepatitis C hands off of him.
That was a dumb thing for you to do, madam. This Rob doesn't have a voice? He's a mute?
No.
And why did you open up your mouth to her? Stand up.
Oh.
Why did you open up your mouth?
Because I seen her in the bar many times and ignored her. Got along with her fine, you know, because she wasn't dealing with us.
I'm not talking about many times.
And why did I say
Before,
that?
I'm talking about she comes up to your boyfriend. She puts her arms around his neck. She's not doing it so that you can't see it. You know, maybe she had a couple, two drinks.
She got the story a little wrong. She did do it where I was in the bathroom.
No,
at the
listen to
time.
me. Your daughter says that you were sitting right there and that Rob turned around and looked at you with big eyes like, what do I do?
Right.
So you're telling me that your daughter was mistaken?
She is mistaken.
Your daughter now is mistaken about a very
Because
big
he did
event.
that when I came back and told her that. That's when
She had kept doing it through the night over and over again.
Just a minute. Don't change your story. So you turned around and you said to her, get your hepatitis C hands off my boyfriend.
And the reason I said that was because I know she was with somebody that had that disease.
Well, that was a stupid
Well,
thing
it
for
wasn't
you
very
to
nice,
say.
and I'm not saying it was nice.
It was
I
a
don't-
stupid thing
but-
for you to say. Very dumb. Now you can sit down.
Okay.
Till I need you again. So now your mother opens up a big fresh mouth. And what do? Be very careful, because I've got your answer that's sworn to right here.
Well, basically, at that point, we didn't do anything. I went up to her after she had walked away and
No.
everything.
According to you, you said, hey, you've got all these guys in here buying you drinks and you're kissing them. Do you think she wants you hanging on her boyfriend?
Yeah, but...
Did you forget that?
No, I said that. I said that
okay.
to her.
So after
It
your
was
mother
after she
opened
had
up a
walked
big...
away.
Just a second. After your mother opened up a stupid fresh mouth, then you decided to finish it off.
Yes.
Then what happened next?
We went back to having a good time. Everything seemed to be fine. And then she started making gestures and giving us the finger. So then I started walking towards her. She was yelling
What were you walking
obscenities.
towards her for?
Because I was going to confront her and
Confront her about what?
She seemed like she had some issues with me, so I was
Well, of
walking
course she had
over
issues with you, madam. You opened up a fresh mouth to her for no reason.
Well, that's why I walked over there.
You went over to confront her.
To confront her, yes.
Now I'll hear you.
I was putting my darts away. I did not realize that there was a problem, if you will, with myself. I was basically hit like a freight train. I went flying into the tables, I fell onto the floor, and I was being hit. And then the next thing you know, I was being picked up and escorted out the bar for my safety.
How do you know it was the defendant who was hitting you?
I don't know that the defendant was hitting me. I was hit.
Do you have any witnesses?
Absolutely.
Then I'll hear the witness. Tell me your name.
Betty Jeter.
Are you on the dart team?
Yes, I am.
I want you to tell me what you saw.
I was standing on the opposite side of the table. There was Andrea. There wasn't another girl that is not here standing next to her. We were putting our darts away, and then I saw Angela coming toward Andy, and she came around the other girl. I seen her hand go around the other girl. Next thing you know, they were down on the floor. Tables had flying.
Who's they were down on the floor?
Judy, Andy, and Angela.
Who's Judy?
She's one of the girls that's not here.
Did you see Judy have any issues with this?
No, Judy
lady?
didn't have any issues with her.
Did you see her strike anybody?
It would have been around Judy, and I didn't see where the hand landed.
Now I'll come back to you.
Okay,
Look at me.
It was
now you're
sort of-
walking over to confront her.
Yes. So I get over there, and before I could even get over there, Judy and her fell on the ground.
No, look at me. Now you're closing your eyes. She and Judy, who had not had any issues.
No, because she didn't realize it was Judy. She had her eyes shut.
Just a second. She didn't have any issues with Judy.
No.
So she and Judy just somehow ended up on the ground. And then you ended up on the ground?
No, I was over there, and me and her were arguing back and forth.
Oh, you didn't say that here, honey. You didn't say that in your answer. I didn't hear anything about arguing back and forth. What were you arguing?
Well, we were arguing the whole time when she was flipping me off, and, you know.
I didn't hear
yelling.
that. So how are you arguing? Tell me how you were arguing. She's flipping you off and you're doing what?
Basically yelling obscenities at her. She was yelling obscenities back at me. And then Judy stepped in to help, I think, to try to break us up from fighting because we hadn't contacted. And she fell on the ground, and she had grabbed Judy and was punching Judy in the head. And she had her eyes shut, so I don't believe that she knew who she was punching in the head. She probably believed it was me, but it was really Judy. And I believe that's how she broke her wrist.
And what about you? What were you doing?
I was sitting in a chair.
You just sat down in a chair?
Yep, I was
Is that
sitting
right?
in the
She
chair.
was sitting in a
I
chair?
on the
I
floor.
didn't see her sitting in the chair.
Where did you see her?
I seen her on the floor.
Of course. Let me see your medical bills, please.
And can I say one more thing?
Sure.
Also, she didn't go to the doctor for like a week, and she didn't call the cops or anything. And she acted like everything was fine and dandy with me. I would just think if her wrist was broken, it would hurt really bad, and you would go right to the emergency room.
Did you graduate from Einstein Medical College or Harvard? Which one?
No, that was just my opinion. Neither.
No, let me explain something to you about opinions. When you have an opinion that is a scientific opinion, you have to have a scientific opinion based upon some particular skill, experience, training, education. There are certain things that we know as lay people that are within the realm of common knowledge, like if somebody's got their arm draped over your boyfriend, if the boyfriend doesn't say, "Get your hands off me, I'm uncomfortable," then you keep your mouth shut. Then you get rid of the boyfriend. You don't get rid of the girl. And if your mother is offended by something that happened to your mother, she's at least 20 years older than you are, you let her deal with it yourself unless you've had too much to drink. Then you open up your big fresh mouth over something that has absolutely nothing to do with you, and you get yourself into a whole bunch of trouble. If this young woman here had a couple of too much to drink and was making a little bit of a fool of herself, then it was up to the men to say, "We don't appreciate that." So let me ask you this question. You come out of the sports bar and you have a flat tire. Who's going to change the tire? You or Rob?
Rob.
Of course. Do you know why? Because he's good for things like changing tires. He can also say, "Get your hands off me." He doesn't have to be protected by you.
Well, it's easy for people to say it, but nobody was there but us, so we know what happened. And we came in dressed like we always dressed, but they come in dressed like they're holier than thou, and that's not their dress.
I don't care whether they're dressed like holier than. What difference does it make, madam? We're talking about your fresh mouth.
I'm not the only one in life that has a fresh mouth.
Just a second. I don't care whether you're the only one in life. We're here discussing one case.
That's what happens when you go to the bar.
I've been in bars before. I mean, I don't hang around in bars, and I don't belong to a dart league. I've been in clubs before. I've been in bars before, and I want to tell you something. I haven't heard the kind of business in places where I've been that I just heard here. Haven't. Sorry. Okay. Just a second. Take this back because I'm not interested in this.
That is the cost of the, I was told that I need to, my hand is still broke, I need to go to the occupational therapy. This is, since I have
you
not
have several choices. I don't speculate with regard to what you might possibly need in the future without an expert witness. Do you understand?
Yes.
You have incurred a certain amount of bills up until this date. These I am prepared to entertain. What I'm not prepared to do without an expert witness who can testify as to the condition of your wrists, the need and the duration of any therapy, nor am I prepared to entertain the cost of any therapy. So you can either say, "Judge, I would like you to dismiss this case without prejudice. I will refile it in another date, 6 months or a year from now. Or would you please entertain my current costs? And then I will, if additional treatment is necessary, I have to take care of that myself." Now, what do you want to do?
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And later today,
she'd paint like the kitchen like a yellow and blue color. She'd paint like all over the house, all kinds of different colors. She'd put like candles up and pictures.
I can't say that you had a different decorating taste than she did because you had no taste.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Andrea Crum says she was assaulted by Angela Napier. Angela says Andrea was flirting with her mother's boyfriend.
Okay, what's your pleasure? Do you want me to proceed with the actual costs that you've incurred so far, or not?
No.
No what?
Dismiss the case.
It's done. Case is dismissed without prejudice. Goodbye.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Jealous, you'll get to know her.
It's a small town, and she's known as the town whore.
I don't want anything to do with her, man. I actually have my own.
Pretty much every woman in Sheboygan has given me a thumbs up.
It never stops there. It's like Peyton Place.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Kruger versus Estes. Step forward, please.
21-year-old student Abby Kruger is suing her former roommate, 19-year-old bartender Michael Estes, for unpaid rent. Michael says he stopped paying because he didn't like her taste in decorating.
Miss Kruger, your family owns a house.
Mm-hmm.
And you are in charge of renting the rooms in that house. It's a college community?
Right.
You rented a room to the defendant, and it is your claim that he owes you for 2 months' rent, $600. Now, I've read Mr. Estes's answer, and he acknowledges that he didn't pay the rent, right?
Right.
He says he didn't like your decorating. And he told you that if you continued to paint the house in colors he didn't like, he wasn't going to pay the rent. Isn't that what you told me in here? I just wanted to make sure that that's what you said.
Yeah. She didn't let me have a say in anything in the house at all.
Since when are men in charge of decorating? Since when are men in charge of decorating? You can decorate your closet, that's it. And that's if it's your house. If it's not your house, you can even decorate your closet. Mr. Restos, how old are you, sir?
19?
You go to college?
No, I took a semester off.
Are you planning on going back to school?
Yes.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A police officer.
That's a legitimate career. I'm curious because I thought perhaps you wanted to go into interior design.
No.
Clearly not. Now, I want you, Mr. Estes, to convince me why I should, or she should, forgive the $600 rent that you owe her because you didn't like the colors that she painted the house, okay? It's all yours, sir.
I moved in August, and then she moved in around the end of August, I think. And then both the guys moved out, and then we were getting along, and then she kept decorating the house, and I said, you know, I want to have a say in this house too, and she wouldn't let me have a say ever in the house.
Like what? Give me an example.
Like she would paint this side of the wall red and like this side of the wall red, and then both these sides would be white. She'd paint like the kitchen like a yellow and blue color. She'd paint the hallways and paint like all over the house all kinds of different colors, and I didn't like it.
What
and
color do you like?
It was white. White was fine to me.
You like plain white. You don't like color. You like it plain, nice, plain, clean white.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Bird and I are fascinated.
And that's about it. I just told her, you know, I'm not going to pay rent if I never have to stay in the house, and she was just like, whatever, you know.
You're talking about a say in the house. You're talking about the color. I mean, I want to know if there's anything else other than the color. She painted 2 walls.
Just the way that she decorated the house, it was like all like girl house, and I couldn't put anything up at all.
Explain that to me. Other than the color, what else did she decorate?
Just she'd put like candles up and all these weird lamps and pictures. It was just
Pictures or pictures?
pictures.
Pictures that you pour from or pictures on the wall?
Pictures on the wall.
Pictures. What kind of pictures did she put up?
I don't know. They're just like artist kind of pictures. I don't know what it really was.
Shh! Please. Mr. Rest, this is very serious. Who are you?
I'm his girlfriend.
Please don't move. I didn't ask you to stand up. I just wanted to know whether you were just fixing your hair or raising your hand.
I just have something to say.
Either way, stop it.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Mr. Estes, your defense is the most ridiculous defense that I've heard in a very long time. Most ridiculous. If you want white walls, you take an apartment where you live all by yourself with your girlfriend, and you have white walls. This is not your house. You are merely a boarder in one room. It was her house. You have a room. You are entitled to decorate your room. If you and this girlfriend of yours get together and get married, I guarantee you're going to have more than white walls. And you know what you're going to say when she comes home and she's painted the hallway yellow? You know what you're going to say? Yes, dear. That's what you're going to say, because you're going to be out there protecting the peace and security of your neighborhood in your chosen profession. And since white walls are the walls that appeal to you and no pictures on the walls appeal to you, I can't say that you had a different decorating taste than she did, because you had no taste. So you pay her the $600. Mr. Estes, you're supposed to do the right thing. You want to be a police officer? Police officers have good character. They have a good moral compass. They know right from wrong. You lived in the house. You lived in the house for 2 months. The rent was $300 a month. You didn't pay the rent, and then you came up with a lot of baloney excuses. That's not what a moral person does. And you've chosen a profession that requires that kind of moral compass. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect.
Yes, it's case number 165 on the calendar in the matter of Tesari versus Miles.
Thank you, Bert.
You're welcome, Judge. Parties have been sworn in, Your Honor. You may be seated. Gentlemen, have seats.
Mr. Tesari, according to your complaint, you and the defendant lived together for a brief period of time.
Right.
You claim that after an incident that happened at your home, you were incarcerated briefly. The defendant left the home and took property that belonged to you. The property was a computer. And then she embarked upon a campaign that amounted to serious harassment that affected both you, your relationship with your former wife, your child, and the loss of your job. So you are suing her for both the return of this computer and the harassment.
That's correct.
And the defendant says she has no clue what you're talking about with regard to the computer, and as far as the harassment is concerned, all she did was tell the truth. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. When did you start to live together?
Approximately a week after Thanksgiving of the year 2000. We had met the week before.
You had met the week before?
Right.
That's brilliant.
It was love at first sight.
Brilliant. Did you move in with a child?
I have a joint custody, so sometimes I have visitation with my son.
And when did you move out?
I moved out September 2001.
Tell me what happened that evening, Mr. Tassari.
The week before, it was apparent the relationship was not working, and I told her I wanted her to move. I, placed a lot of her stuff by the door. Told her, when you get a chance, move out, peacefully. I don't want a war. So the day we had an argument, she attacked me. I gently pushed her out the door, locked the door, and began throwing her stuff out of the apartment. The police came and arrested me for domestic violence. When I came back to my apartment, a lot of my stuff was missing. In addition to taking a lot of my personal property, she also took a Isuzu Trooper that belonged to me, and she took the keys to my Ford Mustang.
When did you notice, let's start with the computer. When did you notice that this computer was missing, Mr. Tassari?
As I was going through my apartment cleaning up, I noticed what was there and what was gone.
Did you take his computer?
No, ma'am.
Now, Mr. Tassari, something I found interesting in your complaint. You said that you had already taken Miss Miles to court with regard to the cars.
Yes, I have a judgment that she owes me $702.
When did you take her to court for the cars?
After I hired a repossession company to recover my car, and I had a dollar amount there that I could use to create the paperwork.
So my question to you, Mr. Tassari, is you were going to small claims court over a fixed amount of money having to do with the car. You already knew that she had taken your computer. Why didn't you, at that time, sue for the return of your computer or its value?
I was trying to get an exact handle on everything that was missing.
No. Because all you're doing is suing here for the computer, Mr. Tassari. Computer and harassment.
I don't know, I just wasn't thinking clearly.
Well, I'm going to find, sir, with regard to the computer, that you had an opportunity to sue for it at one time, and you should have done that. So I'm not entertaining your application for the computer. Now, the harassment came later. So I will hear you with regard to the harassment. Now, you say that you telephoned your former wife and made some allegations to her. I'd like you to tell me when that phone call was.
November 15th of 2001.
All right. Now, Miss Miles, why don't you tell me what you told his former wife in November?
I told her, he said that his check is being garnished, and he was complaining, and he said it's easy for him to go to buy a gun and blow up his family and children rather than pay the child support.
Okay, so let me understand this. You called his former wife because at some point Mr. Tassari had told you that he was angry that his check was being garnished for child support, and that it would have been easier for him to blow up his family than to pay the support.
Yes, ma'am.
When did he say that to you, Miss Miles?
He said to me when we were living together, and I told him immediately.
When you were living together?
Yes.
So sometime before September of 2001?
Yes.
Right? Now, I gather that you decided to call his former wife because you were concerned for her safety.
Yes, and our children.
And concerned for the children.
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yes.
Well, that's very nice of you. Why didn't you call when he made the threat? Why did you wait until after he kicked you out to call? So you knew about this, according to you, for months before you called the ex-wife, right?
I called from his phone when I was living with him. I didn't make it the phone in November. I make it September. I called.
No,
That's why he was upset with me. When he came back from work, he said, why you call my ex-wife? Because the police called him. He was arrested for that.
Just a minute. So what you're telling me, Miss Miles, is you didn't make the call in November, that one of the reasons you had a fight with Mr. Tassari is because you had called his ex-wife and told her about this comment that he made.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, Mr. Tassari, let me come back to you, sir. I want you to listen to me very carefully. It's very easy for me to verify this. All I have to do is call your ex-wife. You understand that? Did Miss Miles call your former wife while she was still living in your house?
No.
And you say it was in November that you called your ex-wife.
It was November 15th. I have a copy of the police report. My
Can I
ex-wife
see
made.
it, please? How many times did you call his ex-wife, Miss Miles?
I called her 3 times.
No, it seems clear to me here, Miss Miles, that this threat was relayed on November 15th, not in September. Now, Mr. Tessari, I have a question for you, sir. Let's say I don't really think or believe that you had an intention of blowing up your former wife and children because your salary was attached. But it is possible that you said it, right?
I didn't say it.
You might have. The question is, why did she make the call? And she made the call because she was angry. What else did she do?
She sent me an email at work, which I have a copy of a police report on. Can I read that word for word? It has a few obscenities in it. It says, "Hey, you can't compete with me. Stop trying. When you get out of jail, I'm going to kill you."
Is any of that true?
That's the email I got at work. She also left about 20 phone calls on my voicemail.
Mr. Tessari, how many months has it been since Miss Miles has contacted you?
Since approximately the middle of December.
So why do you want to start up with her for?
I don't.
Well, you do if you bring a lawsuit against her, sir.
Because it cost me a lot of money and a lot of anguish to try to get the visitation with my children reestablished.
Because what happened, according to your complaint, is when she called your ex-wife, told her about this threat that you had made, your ex-wife whipped into action. They stopped your visitation, and then it was ultimately reinstated. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. How old are your children?
My children are 14 and 12.
Have you had continuous visitation with them since the divorce?
On and off. My ex-wife has always created issues with that.
Well, have any of the issues been with regard to any allegations of abuse or neglect with regard to you?
They have, but they were untrue.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And later today,
You said if you take them to the vet because they had blood in their stool, I will pay the bill.
Casper had diarrhea because of all the stress.
Give me a break.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Larry Tessari says ex-girlfriend Martha Miles falsely accused him of making terrorist threats against his ex-wife. Larry says the allegations caused him to lose his job as well as his child visitation.
You claim that Miss Miles is a vindictive nut. Is that right?
That's correct.
But this vindictive nut has left you alone for at least 6, 7, 8 months, right?
Right.
So it would be a wise man who would say, let it rest, right? Especially since you know, Mr. Tessari, that you have a judgment against her that she hasn't paid yet, right? You have a judgment for a car that she hasn't paid. So you think you're going to get more from her on a second lawsuit, especially when she's been quiet? Does that sound smart? No. I mean, I'm not going to ask you to answer that. I'll ask Bert. Does that sound smart to you?
Doesn't sound smart to me.
Doesn't sound smart to me either. Mr. Tessari, she doesn't have your computer. Even if she had your computer, you had the ability to sue for that when you sued for the car, so that part of your claim is dismissed. With regard to the harassment, I find that there is insufficient evidence to establish that she told your wife an untruth when she said that you even casually, put your hand down, Mr. Tessari, even casually said to her, it would be easier, rather than paying this child support, I could blow them all up. Or they'd be better off dead, or we'd all be better off dead, or whatever. Now, there's probably not much of a question in my mind that Miss Miles made that telephone call to your wife in order to get even with you. That's true. But I believe that there is a possibility that you said it even though you didn't mean it. And relaying information that she heard is not harassment. In any event, I think that you should be very wise, sir. If she hasn't bothered you in 6, 7, 8 months, let it rest. Your case is dismissed.
Apologies are excused. You may step out.
You know, she did disrupt my visitation with my kids, and I feel that she should be punished for that in some way or another.
I left him to babysit my son. He taped my son's mouth and nose, and then that's what he went to jail for.
Her son was crying and angry, and she told me, you know, put some tape over his mouth to make him shut up.
There is a restraining order already in place.
A lot of her child rearing practices are things that they do in Africa that I guess we don't do here.
He tried to get back with me, and I don't want.
So hello guys, I am Ansh Sharma again. We are playing Valorant. So let's open guys and try to beat everyone with Odin again. And so let's go guys. And wait a moment for Valorant is opening now. Okay, I am trying to open Valorant. So please wait guys, wait for 2 minutes only. Then I will go, we will go into Valorant. Okay, so why are you not opening, bro? Please open fast. I want to play. Okay, wait guys, wait a moment. Bro. Okay guys, so Valorant has been opened, and so let's go guys and kill everyone. Okay, wait a moment, and then I will jump into deathmatch first. Okay, so wait guys, and you can see this is my earbud. Okay, Bolt earbuds. Okay, okay, and this is my power bank and 10,000 mAh. Okay, this is my power bank guys, Protonics power bank, and this is my Ubon neckband. Okay, and this is my iPad. Okay, and my table fan. So let's start the DM guys first. Okay, first start the DM. So let's go guys and jump into Valorant deathmatch. And okay guys, Valorant taking some time for okay, match found guys, match founded guys. Okay, so I am, which player I am? Okay, Gecko. I am Gecko guys. So let's take Odin guys first. First I take Odin, and then I will kill everyone. Okay. I want to play, bro. I want to play first. Okay, I want to play with everyone. Okay, so let's camp here guys first. Let's camp here, then I will go. Ah, nice one, bro. Nice one.
Alright, homies, chill.
Alright, oh my shell. No fight, bro. Ah, Omen use operator. Nice one, bro. Thank you. Thank you, bro. Oh, no, bro. Jet. Why are you so creepy? Come fast, bro. I want to play with you. I want to play with you, bro. Oh shit. My bad, guys. My bad. This is the good area. Okay. So, I want to camp here. Okay, guys. So, let's go and wait for everyone. Come fast, bro. Come fast. Come, bro. Come. Where are you, woman? I want to play with everyone. Low key. Bro, where are you, bro? Where are you? Come fast, bro. I want to Kill everyone first. Hello guys. Hello. Come bro, come fast. No one come here? Why bro? Okay. Omen camp here first. Nice one. Nice one bro, nice one. No one spawn here, why bro? Thank you bro, thank you for coming here. They found me. They easily found me bro, they easily found me. Nice one. Nice one or what guys? I so fight me always. Okay, I will camp here in this site. Please spawn there bro. Why are you not finishing? Why I am spawn again here bro? This is the bad area for me. Okay, so camp here again. Where are the enemy? You're too good bro. You find me. I want to kill more than chamber. Come fast. How they found me bro? How? Okay, now I am camp here. Oh, again you find me? How bro? How? Okay, now I am camp here and wait for everyone. Okay, then I will kill someone. And maybe chamber is a good player, but not Yoru. Okay, Yoru is a camper bro. Yoru too big camper in front of me. And Loki or what guys? Come fast bro, come fast. Not coming, they are camping bro. Where are you bro? Where are you bro? I want to kill everybody.
10 kills remaining.
Only 10 kills have. Thank you bro, thank you. Okay, so wait and watch guys. Yeah, that means, oh shit, they using operator first. Okay, only one player I have. This round is too worrying bro. Everyone is offline. Some players are fighting in their side. Okay, so let's go guys, let's go. Only some players has alive, but not everyone. That's why I am fighting here. Oh, Oman also find me again. Okay. So let's go another one side. Oh shit bro, shit. Shit, bro. Shit.
One kill remaining.
Okay, let's camp, bro. Let's camp here. Huh? You are hugging, bro. Two hugging or what, guys? So let's go another side. Okay, match has ended. I have 10 kills, guys. I have 10 kills. So let's go, guys. Another one match and trying to beat everyone. And first, I have try to basic skill. Okay. Then I will come again another match. Okay. First, I want to take some training. Basic training. And whoa, what animation, bro! This is this is Phoenix. Okay, so wait, guys. What is this, bro? What is this? What is this? Basic training. Okay. Okay, let's go. This is basic training, bro. Door are closed. Okay, door are closed, bro. So try to basic training. And nice. Another one. No, this is the only one. Huh? Reload. Okay, change the gun and use the vandal. Okay, vandal first and hit the target. Okay, let's go. And this is the target, and I want to play with outside. Okay, guys, and try to kill 25 rounds. Okay. Try to kill, guys, first, second, third. Okay. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 4 5. Okay. 1 2 3 4 5 GG, guys. Again kill everybody. Huh? What is this, bro? What is this? Huh? Where, bro? Where I want to go? Okay, now I want to space. Okay, space, and then I will go here. Okay, let's go. So this is the basic training. Okay, listen to Sova. Okay. So this is the basic training, guys. Okay. This is the basic training or what? I want to kill everyone. First, second, and third. Okay. So let's go. I want to kill everyone, but not this side, bro. So try to another one chance and kill everyone. Okay, they are the bot, guys. Okay, they are the bot. This is the basic training, and try to complete this basic training and go this side. Follow the path to the door. Okay, first. So let's go. What is this, bro? What is this? What is this? Oh, this is the another one match. Huh? Change the gun, guys. First, change the gun. Okay. Block the spike. Okay. I want to change the gun. Okay. Take the gun. Use the utils. Utils, guys. I want to all my utils first. I want to my all utils. Okay. So I want to go there.
Time for the plan. Open your map. This map has 3 sites we
Okay.
can hit.
They told me how to use your utils and use the map key. Okay. Got it, guys. So L shift. Okay. L shift. So I want to shift and go this side. Oh, nice. Nice, guys, nice. Huh? Wait a guys, wait a moment.
The enemy's listening for us, so keep quiet. Let's sneak to the choke point.
Okay, wait a moment, guys.
Hold up. An enemy's in there. We should use
Then I will show everyone.
to help take ground from the enemy. I can throw my car. You will blind them. Have an advantage. Good. Curve to the left around the floor. Flash! You're blind, no good.
Okay.
You're blind. Push in. Take him out.
Nice one. So try to this side, guys, and I killed the jet and blind the sky first. Okay, then I will go outside. Okay.
Now we protect it. Follow me.
Okay, guys, so let's go another one side, and I will protect the spike first. Okay, everyone come to this side to defuse the spike. Where are the enemy? I want to kill everybody, bro. And no one come here. Why, bro? Why no one has come here? Okay, they want to go this side first. Okay, then the tutorial has started.
Let's hide here.
Okay,
Describe your ultimate.
the hide here first, and everyone come, bro.
Good. Use your ult to stop defenders from defusing. Wait for my signal.
Everyone come again. Okay, they want to try hide me. Okay, and everyone come, bro, fast. X. No, bro, I don't want to use my X.
Go. Take him out.
Nice one, bro. GG, guys.
Before the spike detonates. You're defusing the spike.
You can see, guys, this is the basic training. You can see this is the basic training. Okay, so this is the safe zone. First safety. Okay, so switching the sides, guys.
You're the defense expert.
Okay, they try to told me first. Okay, so let's go in. Okay, maybe they want to play A side. Okay, let's open the B, take the shield and utils. And take the gun first. Okay, I can't use the gun. Why, bro? Okay, Nice, thank you, bro. Thank you. So nice. They want to me in this side. Okay. So move highlight area and so try to. Okay. Now camp here first, guys. Q. Nice. Nice one robot, guys. Bream using hide. Okay, so let's go, guys, in outside. A side. Okay. I am going to A side first. Then I will kill everyone. Okay. So let's go, guys. Let's go and kill everyone. See, okay. Oh, this is the bed side. Wait a moment, guys. Oh, nice.
Try again. So, recall. Yes, scouting ahead. They're ready. There they are.
Huh? Block the enemy vision. Equipment. Block the enemy vision. Okay.
They're ready for us. There they are.
Huh? What is this, bro?
So, recall.
What is this behavior, bro?
They're ready for us. There they are. They spotted you. Use blaze to block their vision.
What are you doing, bro? What are you doing, Phoenix? I don't want to everything. Okay. So let's go. In seaside, block the enemy vision first. Equip the and then fire blaze to.
Going up. Push forward. Kill the enemies and defuse.
Okay. Okay. Cover then push to see hold side. What is this behavior, bro? What is this behavior? What do you want first? I don't recognize you. Okay. First they try to. Okay. Okay. So this is the real meaning of yours. Okay, wait, guys. I think I know everything, guys. First, now this is the good area. Nice one, guys. So let's go, guys. This is the end. Okay, I know everything. I know everything, guys. So let's go. This is your winning, bro. Victory or what? So this is the end of basic training and with Phoenix. So let's go in another one round in DM. Okay, and this is the end of the match. I just want to play everybody.
Match found.
Okay, guys, match is founded, and then I will show everything. Okay. In this round, I am which player I am, bro? In this round, I am Jet. Okay, and maybe this is the new map. Yeah, guys, this is the new map. So let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Where is the enemy, bro? Current or brimstone or what? Okay, bro. I want to kill everybody, bro. Where are you? Okay. Come, bro. Come fast. Where are you, bro? I want to kill everybody, but nobody in front of me. Okay, so let's go, guys, in another one side. Search where is the enemy. Phoenix found me, bro. GG, guys, Phoenix found me. Nice, yo, Roo, Biro. What are you doing? Butcher, Chacha, Butcher. So let's go in another one side. Where are you, bro? 76 H? You can't hit me, bro. Nice one. Thank you. 144 Phoenix. You have 144 damage. KJ, try to kill me, bro. 76 again 76, bro. Left right again, boss side. Which side you come from, bro? Left right. I have assist. Okay, present boy. Again, bro. KJ is a good player, bro. You know that. I want to kill everybody. In front of me, 3 sides. They have to come from everyone. Okay, so let's go, guys, and right side first. Anime killed. Harbor, try to your best, bro. Gecko killed me, bro. This is the good side. Oh shit. So where is the enemy, bro? Come fast, bro. I want to see you first. Nice one, bro. They find me, bro. They find me. So hello, guys, I am Aishwarya from UP, and I am using Jet in this round and want to play with everyone. Okay, so if you know that Valorant, how to play Valorant, please come with me in this match. Okay. Hello, guys. Hello. Veto, where are you, bro? Chamar Veto. Nice one, Veto. Thank you so much, bro, for giving me 1 kill. So bye. Nice one, guys. Where are you, Gecko? Come, bro, come fast. I want to kill you, bro. I want to kill you first. Go, bro, go, 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 go. So, hello guys.
10 kills remaining.
10 kills remaining only. Why, bro? I have only 6 kills. You have 10 kills. कैसे?